today on Divorce Court.
I'm here because I'm sick of the mind games with Jeremiah.
She knows she has a smile, she flaunts it.
He's insecure about everything. He's always accusing me of talking to other men.
I want to find out if my girlfriend is cheating or not.
I'm pregnant and I know Jeremiah is the father.
We took a DNA test to find out whether I'm the father or not.
Jeremiah has these mood swings and it can turn on and off.
She does things that piss me off.
If he changes his actions and take responsibility and stop with all the nonsense, then me and Jeremiah can go forward.
If Brandy could change her ways, I could see myself staying with her forever. But if not, I'm leaving, I'm going.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Brandy Welch and Jeremiah Johnson. The two of you have been together for 2 years. You are thinking about getting married, but ran into a couple of stumbling blocks, so you've come to me for my opinion as to whether or not you should wed. I had you take my compatibility test. You gave me your license with permission to tear it up should I think your union is ill-advised. Ms. Welch, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me why we're here today?
Well, Judge, we're here because we have issues as far as with accusations. Jeremiah accuses me a lot of flirting with other men, of touchy-feely. He gets angry and shuts down and, I mean, completely locks me out. For example, we went to Vegas. We had a good time in Vegas, okay, up until that last day.
Right.
We were going zip-lining, and Jeremiah just completely shut down. Well, I'm like, you know, what's going on, babe? What's wrong? Why you know, acting like this? We supposed to be having fun. Not saying nothing. And then he left out, walked out. I'm ready to go, bye. So when I came down, I actually caught up with him. And you know, I'm still asking him, what's wrong, Jeremiah? What's wrong, babe? Just let me know, like, what's going on? And he's just totally ignoring me, not saying nothing.
Did he ever tell you what the problem was?
When we got to the airport.
And
And that's a whole nother story. I was staring at men on the strip. Yeah, oh, you're staring at men. I said, we're on a strip and I'm not staring, you know, I'm at eye level with these people.
Right.
Sometimes you have no choice but to look.
Right.
You know, so.
Mr. Johnson, why don't you tell me your version of that event? What do you say
we was kind
happened?
of pressed for time. It was also, our money situation wasn't there. And it's just like she was spending X amount of dollars.
It was there.
No. Go ahead.
No, we only had a certain amount of money to spend and she blew through everything today.
That's a lie.
Stop.
That particular day.
So, is that what you were angry about when the zip line thing happened?
No, she was being flirtatious with guys. She was saying, how you doing, to guys walking up and down the strip, which I found to be disrespectful, very disrespectful.
I mean, you were walking side by side.
She was walking side by side. Sometimes I was behind her, but I could tell she was being flirtatious.
And would she initiate conversation, or if somebody said something, would she speak back? How did that work?
Actually, I had to catch a cab back to the hotel, and the cab actually went past. She was actually standing on the corner. I actually seen her talking to another guy with her cousin. And I asked her, well, who was that? She was like, oh, that wasn't nobody, this, that, and the third, and hey.
But why do you think it was something flirtatious? I mean, what about that is
She
sexual?
couldn't even tell me what they was talking about. Nothing.
It wasn't my conversation to tell him what they were talking about. It wasn't with me.
Give me your best evidence of flirtatious or inappropriate conduct with the opposite gender.
Flirtatious, text messages,
Give me
social
an example,
media.
'cause I'm trying to get my arms around it.
Social media is a whole nother story, let me tell you, okay? He gave me an
I'm gonna give him
ultimatum
a
to
chance.
delete my Facebook, to deactivate it. He gave me an ultimatum, said, hey, if we're gonna be together, you gotta get rid of your Facebook. Where does that become an ultimatum in a relationship?
I don't find that to be controlling.
No.
It is, it's very.
Hey. What was she saying on social media that you found disrespectful?
I found it disrespectful as all these different guys, and she don't know none of them, but she's friends with them.
But what does she say to them?
How many kids do you have? Are you in a relationship? What do you do? Different things of that nature.
So, getting to know you, acquaintance kind of conversations.
Yes.
Trying to get to
ones
know
that
me.
she could have with a woman or a man, but you just don't like the ones she has with men.
That's both. That's both ways because I think she's bisexual.
I didn't see that coming.
Really? No, the problem is men and women hits on me. You know, so he accuses me of being bisexual.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. In his defense, do you entertain any of that on there?
No.
Do you shut him down?
Yes, I do.
That's not true. Anytime you're sitting up there asking how many kids you got, what do you do for a living, that's not shutting somebody down.
That's them asking me. But
No,
what is
that's
my
you asking
response?
them.
I never
But do you
did.
find that sexual in nature or inappropriate? I don't
I find it to be like a little bit flirtatious because if I do it, she'd ask me, oh, well, who is this? How do you know them? She does the same thing to me.
You know, like, I got a question, though. You and I, we over here. You waiting for one thing, I'm waiting for another thing. You sitting there, I'm sitting there, say, hey, how you doing? What are you doing? I say, hey, what do you do for a living?
She doesn't do
I'm
that.
this and that. You know what I mean? I would do that.
But it's a different story when you actually touching somebody and laughing.
But you can't be touching them on Facebook.
That's true.
See, Mr. Johnson, let me tell you where you're going to run into trouble in here. You're a subject switcher. When someone presses you about the validity of your statement, you move to a different subject. Not far from where you are, but just enough so you can get off of where you are and deny the lack of logic in your statement.
This is during
So
our
you are a
arguments, too.
subject shifter. So you need to know that whenever you're met with undeniable logic, you move. So you move in the direction of not trusting
that's not
her, even when
undeniable.
the logic indicates that you ought to.
But when you're receiving messages 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and she's just saying they friends, that's more like a booty call
I
to
never
me.
told him they were friends. This is social media. Guys look at your picture, oh, she pretty, I'm gonna try her. You know, I'm gonna try to see if she'll go.
She actually got guys that come to her house, ring her doorbell, and it's like
That's
she
a
don't.
lie.
It's the truth.
I want to know where the seed of infidelity was sown. So I'm going to go at it in a different direction. What's the most suspect thing she's done since you've been together?
It's one particular time she sent out 10 text messages to her ex.
To her ex?
Yeah. He said that they slept together.
And he
back in
was
November.
lying, trying to pee
and
him off.
you believe him over her? You said she's promiscuous. Now, does that mean you've caught her in infidelities? Is that her reputation in the town? Or simply is that a belief as a function of flirtatious and sexy behavior?
I think it's more like a belief. It's when she drinks, right now we're dealing with Brandy.
Right.
But when she drinks, it's Miss Welch.
It's Miss Welch?
Yes.
And what does Miss Welch do?
A freak.
Okay, define her freak nature.
Like to do different things in the bedroom.
Okay, with you.
Yeah, yeah.
He should be happy.
But she also talks about her past relationships, how she was offered threesomes and...
I got it. I think I know where you come from. Ms. Welch, have you had a fun, raucous past?
I have.
And he knows about it,
No.
either through you or someone else.
When I was single, I mingled, you know,
Right.
but that don't mean I slept with everyone in the town.
Did I
was
say
having
that?
my fun.
I did not say
You
that.
know?
I'm just
No,
saying you,
not at all.
but you were free and you
Yeah.
were happy and you
Right.
were raucous and he
Exactly.
knows. So that sowed a seed of insecurity that if you want to be his wife, you've got to deal with that insecurity in a certain way, shape, or form.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But Jeremiah also has other things going on with him. Like, he doesn't support me.
Tell me about that.
Which way? Please do.
Let me talk. He doesn't support me. For example, my grandmother had passed away. My family was having a balloon release for her over the water.
Right.
He was invited. So, you know, Jeremiah comes along, but he bring his moody attitude with him. So, and this is a special day for my grandmother passing. So I'm like, you know, what's going on? Me trying to cater to his feelings again. What's going on, Jeremiah? How you feeling? You know, what's the problem? Oh, nothing. I'm fine. He's not, you know, he's trying to walk away from me, you know, and remind you my family is around.
Right, right.
We get back, you know, do the balloon release, get back in the car, and he goes into accusations again from what he found from Facebook and social media and emails, trying to connect them to Facebook. Like, I don't know, he's playing Inspector Gadget, you know, trying to figure out this dude, who is this dude? He texts you, hey, good morning. Remind you, I don't know him from a can of paint, okay? These are guys who try their luck on Facebook. You know, I don't respond.
This seems to be a recurring theme. Is
Always.
it something that you argue about constantly?
Yes, because I feel like she erases things out of her phone.
That's not true.
Old text messages, old emails.
That's
like,
not
What's
true.
the most suspect thing she's done since you've been together?
It's one particular time she sent out 10 text messages. When I asked her about it, she didn't have a clue what I was talking about.
10 text messages to the same person, or 10 text to a group of 10 people?
To her ex.
To her ex?
Yeah.
So now, do we have a specific individual with whom we have a difficulty here?
Yes, and I have no ties to him. I block all ties with him. You know, he knows I'm in a relationship, but he still tries his luck. You know, and I don't initiate no conversation with him. I don't email him, text him,
Have you given
Facebook
him a strong check?
I just recently told him, I said, listen, stop texting me. I'm happy. I moved on. We can't be friends. You don't need to check up on me and try to see how things
He
going.
actually called one day when we were sitting in the car together, and I actually started talking to him. He said that they slept together.
And he
back in
was
November.
lying, trying to pee him
and
off.
you believe him over her?
Yes. Because we was fighting around that time.
See that? Okay, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to ask you a little bit about your past to see if I can find out where all this came from. I understand that you're pregnant, and you have some issues about paternity.
I think it's her ex.
You think it's her ex's baby? Wow. Well, I have the results here, and it can determine with certainty whether or not you're the father of the child. Now, are you going to tell him, or am I?
I'm going to tell him.
Tell me what?
If your fiance demanded, would you cut off all communication with an ex? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Divorce Court.
Mr. Johnson, have you been cheated on before?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it a significant relationship and a tough cheat?
Yeah, I did take it pretty hard.
Yeah.
I did.
Do you think at all, just take a moment before you respond to this, it might color your vision with respect to future relationships?
I feel like I do bring that into this relationship. Still, it's just like the messaging, the texting, the flirtatiousness.
You know, if you got on purple glasses, everything you see will be purple. I think you got on purple glasses. I really, really do. And I'm sorry about that because I think you're a good dude.
He is.
I think you're a good dude with skewed vision. You got a good woman, and you can't get over the possibility that she might hurt you. You know, jealousy is an exercise in making yourself miserable. You're going to be upset and angry and looking every day on the off chance that one day she might hurt you. So you're going to have 364 days of discomfort and anger and angst if, in fact, she might do something on the 365th. Why don't you just enjoy the day?
I try to.
And if one day she ups and, you know, she's doing a mad rumpy-bumpy with some other dude, bounce. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to guess. You know what's up.
Judge,
and then
he
you
never
just
had to
go.
wonder. He never had to wonder because
You know
I've
what
been with him 100%.
But I can't talk to
But
another
that's a
female without her
philosophy.
jumping down my throat. So it's like it's the same thing.
His emotions is projected on me a lot of the times. Like, because he accuses me so much and plays with my emotions and think they are a joke, I get the feeling that maybe he's the one cheating. You know, why are you always accusing
she goes
me?
through my phone too.
Why are you always
I
accusing me?
think part of this is a function of this social media obsessed world that allows so much contact. People say sexual things. They send, you wouldn't believe. I have people go through my inbox for me.
Hello?
So I don't have to see what I get sent. You know what I mean? She said it's clear, and then I can go in, because she's taking all that raunch stuff out. You know, from all over the world.
Oh, yeah, Judge.
But let me say this. I understand that you're pregnant. And you have some issues about paternity.
I think it's her ex.
You think it's her ex's baby.
Wow.
Well, there is a new procedure that allows us to determine the paternity of a child in utero. And we have had access to that procedure. And you gave us a sample, did you not?
Yes.
And we took care of that, so I'm going to be able to answer that question for you.
What would you do to convince a suspicious partner that you aren't cheating? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
I have the results here, and it can determine with certainty whether or not you're the father of the child. Now, are you going to tell him, or am I?
I'm going to tell him.
Well, tell him.
You are not the father.
Tell him why.
Because there is no baby. You know
Now
why?
tell me why. Now tell me why.
You know
Tell me
what?
why.
Judge, because he plays with my emotions too much. He drags out lies, tell me he's cheated, and I'm the one stuck with the emotions. I'm the one being taken for a joke, and my emotions are being played with. Now he see how it feels to be lied to when it's not true.
Now you see what I gotta go through? This is what I gotta go
But this is what I've been dealing with from you. So how does it feel? How does it feel?
We over with.
We over with?
We over with.
I don't understand the reasoning.
Neither do I.
I don't understand. You come here all before your vows. I think you love this man. You want this man to commit to you. You're mad that he's jealous all the time. And you tell a huge, whopping, hulking, ginormous lie. For what purpose?
I just wanted him to see how I feel for once. I've been going through emotions. I want him to feel how I feel, you know?
So
And I love
play
him,
tit for
but,
tat.
you know, how much can I prove to him that I'm not cheating on him? How much can I prove to him that I'm loyal to him, that I want to be with him? That if things would change, I would marry this man? How much can I prove? He's leaving me no choice but to say, forget it. You know, you go your way, I go my way.
Here's the sad thing about all of this. I think you're two good people, and I don't think either one of you doing anything to the other one. I think you've got.
What she just did wasn't good, though.
Oh, it was horrifying. But you got into the process of, he hurt me with that, so I'm going to hurt him and hurt him with that. Then you became a fool and decided, well, he's hurting me, so let me hurt him. I think it's two good people doing bad stuff to one another, so a good thing can never result. I'm sad for you. I think it's unfortunate. And I ask this for you, Mr. Johnson, because I know you finished, but before you get into a relationship with somebody else, I want you to go see somebody about where your head is, your state of mind. Take a peek inside and see if you're not weak somewhere because of an insecurity. That's all I'm saying. See, that's all. Because I think you're a good dude who could do good things with a good woman, but I don't want it messed up by what one bad woman did to you sometime before. And everybody believes they're over it.
I think I know what the problem is.
What's the problem?
I got another girl pregnant at my other job.
What the hell is going on here? I'm too deep in the gutter to get out. I think you could have made it at one point, but you two got so busy getting at each other. This is where you. And no. I'm all done with you. You know, I got my man at home 30 years. I ain't got to live in the sewer. I wish you the best. I hope things get better. I hope you don't live in this kind of washing machine. Be done, baby.
Yeah.
Be absolutely and utterly done. Clearly.
That's it for me.
This is not happening. This matter is adjourned.
After listening to Judge Lynn, I feel like Jeremiah brought out the worst in me. Through accusations and everything, and to turn around and find out he was doing it, it's just a disaster. And what can I say?
I felt like she was messing around on me, so, hey, I started messing around on her. I don't have no regrets on losing or this whole relationship. I'm done.
Judge Lynn to address our trust and communication.
Tariq is a liar and a cheater. I want the judge to know that.
I want to build our trust and get my relationship back on track. This isn't a 50-50 relationship. I carry the most weight because I work and do everything. She just sits there and just basically be lazy. If she doesn't change, I'm just gonna have to leave, simple as that. I can't stay no longer.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Tariq White and Jessica Washington. Now, you ready for this, Joe? They've been together 7.5 years. They are 19.
Man. Wow.
7.5 years.
Wow.
19 years old. So what, you were 12?
I was 12, she was 12 turning 13.
She was 12 turning 13, so
Yeah,
you
she's
like the older women.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. I understand. Why don't you... What happened when you were 12 that got you together and you stayed 7.5 years?
Well, when we first met, or whatever, she was getting bullied, or whatever, and then she was getting bullied by another girl. She was getting dragged by her hair across the back of our middle school, or whatever. So I came in and I got the girl hands off of her hair, or whatever. That's just what I do.
Yeah.
But
That's right. You that dude. Yeah, you gonna stop it.
I was saving her, so it was basically love at first sight, or whatever. So, but yeah.
You came in like knight in shining armor, and you loved him ever since.
Wow.
Well, let's fast forward 7.5 years, because you came here because you want my advice to keep you together.
Yes.
And what's happening now that's made everything so rocky?
Everything was cool at first, until like 2 years into the relationship, or whatever, when I disrespected her mom. We got into a little altercation.
Now, hold up. You said 2 years into the relationship, so you were all of 13?
I was 14 at the time.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, now what did you do to her mom when you were 14?
Well, her mom called us because we was arguing. She called her mom crying, or whatever you so-called. She cried, and her mom called me, yelling at me, telling me, basically giving me demands. Like, I don't take demands well like that. So I was like...
Hold up. I'm so confused. What did her mother want you to do?
She basically was saying, like, oh, don't do this to my daughter, and the next time, oh, you better treat her right and do it.
But what did you do to her daughter?
Well, at the time, I cheated.
At 14. Now remember, 14. You know, he rode his little bike over down the lane, got off the bike, and held some other girl's hand. Now, Ms. Washington, what kind of cheating did he do?
He was dating my best friend.
Wow.
You a busy little preteen.
I guess
He
so.
dated your best. Now, did your mother tell you to dump him?
Yes.
No, she didn't.
But she did.
No, she did not.
Oh, you
Wasn't even living with
don't
your
know
mom.
what happened over her house. You walked down the street on your bike. Why didn't you listen to her?
I was in love.
Did you get mad at him because he was disrespectful to your mother?
Yeah.
Which bothered you more, the cheat or the disrespect?
The cheating.
The cheating? So how long did you make him beg before you took him back?
He didn't really beg. I just cheated on him back.
Again, 14. You know what I'm saying? 14. I understand you had another breakup at some point, and there was some revenge porn involved.
We had just broke up, or whatever. Not even a day later, she had another boyfriend, or whatever. So I asked her, can we be friends? And she was like, no, I gotta ask my boyfriend. I'm like, we was together, mind you, we was together for 4 years at the point, and she never once listened to me when I say, oh, you can't be friends with this guy or this dude. So I got jealous or whatever. It kind of hurted me a little bit, so I went home or whatever, and I posted a naked picture of her onto Facebook, talking smack and everything to her. And then 3 hours later, mind you, I was at home. I heard the door, a loud bang on the door, like boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, what the? Okay, so I walk to the door. I peek out of it, or whatever. I see the police. So I turn around, or whatever, and I told my dad, I'm like, it's the police at the door. He was like, answer it. So I was like, okay. So I'm scared of the police. For some reason, I'm scared of them. So when I opened it, I peeked my head out or whatever. So I'm looking. They were like, Tyreek White? I'm like, yeah. Mind you, I only seen one police when I first opened the door. It was only one. When I stepped out that door or whatever, it was a police on the side of the door with a canine dog and another one. So basically, her family member called the police or whatever. So basically what they did, to make a long story short, was basically told me to delete all of the naked pictures that I had of her.
I just want to make something clear, Ms. Washington. You took the pictures of the nudes and sent them to him, is that correct?
I knew he took the pictures, but I didn't expect him to post them online.
Okay, so that was the surprise,
Yeah.
that he posted them online. There's so much wrong here, I don't know who to yell at first or louder. I don't know. First of all, Ms. Washington, don't put anything on the naked and then give it to somebody, because the whole world could have it within a matter of a couple seconds. They could accidentally press a button and send it all over the world. You don't want your nudity to be electronically shared. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just, and how long did he have to beg before you took him back after that? Tell me something I want to hear.
Well, my side is that I would dating somebody else because he posted a picture saying he has a new boo. Like
he had what?
A new girlfriend.
A new boo. Okay.
Before he told me he was playing, I actually got a new boyfriend.
A day later.
Because you posted a picture. So.
That wasn't the next day, though.
Yes, it was.
When
you posted that picture, I got the same boyfriend.
There's so much. I'm going to move on from there. I've done a couple of things. I've taken compatibility tests, and I want to move on to your trust issues and another issue that I think is very, very deep and needs to be examined.
Her phone rang. I answer it. Some guy say, "Is Jessica there?" I'm like, "Who is this?" He was all like, "Don't worry about who this is." And I start yelling at her. I'm basically yelling, telling her why is she talking to this dude, and she acting like she can't hear me.
Ms. Washington, did that happen? So my understanding is cheating has been a thematic problem throughout your relationship. Is that true?
Correct.
Have you caught her cheating?
Yes, I have.
Tell me about that.
So the other day, her phone rang. I answer it. And I'm like, "Hello?" Some guy say, "Is Jessica there?" I'm like, "Who is this?" He was all like, "Don't worry about who this is." So I got an anger issue, so I instantly hung up. Hung it up, and I started yelling at her. I'm basically yelling, telling her why is she talking to this dude, and she acting like she can't hear me. She just looking away like you hear me when I'm talking.
Right.
You hear exactly what I'm saying.
You got some temper issues?
Yeah, I can admit, as a young man, I got a bad temper.
Yeah, I can tell you tick up. you tick up quickly. I mean, I know you're not mad now, but I can tell how you roll. Ms. Washington, did that happen?
Yes.
Who was the dude?
A guy I was dating.
So you were dating another guy while you were with him? Stand up, Mr. White.
Yes, because he was dating somebody else.
He was dating somebody else.
Jesus.
Now, how old were you when this happened?
This was actually a few months ago.
A few months ago. Does he have a bad temper?
Yes.
What's the worst thing he's done in a state of rage?
I would say put me out.
When you say put me out, what do you mean? Where were you? You don't have any children, by the way.
No.
Gotta love you for that.
So after high school, I started a semester in college. He moved to Reno, and we did a long distance before, and we didn't like it. So after I finished my semester in college, I moved in with him.
Are you still living with him?
No, not at this moment.
Do you believe that you have a problem with your anger?
Yes, I do.
Are you doing anything about it?
I'm taking anger management classes.
You taking anger management classes? Are they helping you at all?
Sorta.
Huh?
Sorta.
Sorta? Are you taking them seriously?
Yes.
The issue that I want to get to is that there was a cheat, but it was a cheat that was unique in nature. You're going to explain it to me so I understand it, and I want to know how the relationship survived that particular cheat.
she went behind my back and betrayed me and told my cousin, and I specifically told her, do not tell nobody. How can I trust you if you don't...
Something that deep, something that personal.
Deep, I tell you, then you just go and tell everybody. It's like...
Okay.
Could you forgive your partner for sharing nude pics of you? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
One of your biggest issues, Mr. White, is that you say she betrayed your trust on a very important issue. And I want you to explain to me what actually happened.
Okay, so I confided in her by telling her that I was exploring my sexuality, and she went behind my back and betrayed me and told my cousin, and I specifically told her, do not tell nobody, because it was a certain time where I was crying myself to sleep. I didn't have nowhere to turn, and I was just so hurt, and I felt like I can finally open up to her, because this is the person that I love. So I want to know if, like, you know who the real me is, and are you going to accept it, or are you going to leave?
Right.
So when she after I told her, or whatever, she told my cousin, and then she went and told her friends. So her friends was coming back, or whatever, asking me, or whatever, like, about my sexuality. When I told her, like, how can I trust you if you're gonna...
Something that deep, something that personal.
Deep, I tell you, then you just go and tell everybody. It's like...
Okay. When you say exploring your sexuality, maybe bisexuality, you know, you were just seeing, you had feelings and you wanted to see where they were going to go.
Yes.
Correct. You told her and she told. Ms. Washington, is that true?
Yes, but I only told his cousin.
It don't matter.
Yes.
You know who you but you know how deeply personal that was to him?
Yes.
Why did you tell the cousin?
Because, for one, I was mad because he broke up with me. And I felt like I had to do something to make him feel how I feel when he broke up with me.
Why did he break up with you? Did he break up with you for somebody else? You don't even know, do you?
We break up a lot. Through this whole year, we've always been breaking up for nothing, so.
Is it this past year has been the year of breakups?
No. This year actually been the least of a breakup. It's mostly all through high school. We've been going on and off.
You know why that is? It's because you're in high school. That's what you're supposed to do. You break up, but then you stay gone. What keeps you coming back to one another? Because I read your compatibility test. Why 7.5 years? Because that's a deep thing for somebody 19 years old to be 7.5 years with one person. What do you think it is?
Well, with me, it's just that it's like sometimes she gets me, so that's why I keep running back. It's like I don't feel like running to somebody else and then trying to open up again and have all my business and everything that was personal to me or whatever just go out into the world and then everybody finding out. So I keep running back to her, like, because she knows everything about me.
Right.
Or whatever. So it's like, why start over again?
I'll explain why in a little while. Let me ask you, why do you keep going back to him? Because what I see is a lot of revenge cheating. You cheat, so you go get a boyfriend. You cheat, you go get a girlfriend. Isn't that what's going on?
Yes, but most of the time we are together and like we understand each other most of the time and we really get each other. Like if we go with somebody else, it's not gonna last because like for one, they don't really know us like how I know him and they don't know him like I know.
Oh, let me disabuse you of a couple of errant notions you've got right there. I'm gonna help you both out.
What would you do if your partner revealed your deepest secret? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
I got to explain something to the two of you, and I'm gonna talk to you like you're my children, because my youngest child is 3 years older than you two. So, Mr. White, don't get time and intention and knowledge confused with the right one. Just because you put time in doesn't mean that you put time in with the right person. Not saying she's the wrong person, but the fact that you put all that time in doesn't say, well, I'm stuck now. Whether we get along or not, whether it seems like we're on the same page or not, I'm stuck with her. Anybody can get to know you. You know what I mean? Anybody can find out who you are. Anybody can see your soul and your heart and your needs and your wants and desires. You just have to be a grown person, pick the right person, and deeper still, some of the best parts of falling in love is peeling back the layers and figuring out who everybody is. That's fun. When you're like, ooh, I got a good one here. Oh, and he does this too, you know? But I'm saying just because you've spilled, first of all, you don't have that much information to spill. 19 years ain't nothing happened yet. And you gotta live a life, and you gotta live a large life, and you've gotta live a life where you have looked around a little bit to see what different kind of women are out there and what's good and what's not good. And you also have to be an adult about it. You guys are still in high school in your heads. If something goes wrong, you go get another guy. If something goes wrong, I go on Facebook. If something goes wrong, I show the pictures. If something goes wrong, I tell your secrets. That's not a mature way to handle business. Something goes wrong, you have a conversation. Something goes wrong, you have a conversation. Something goes wrong, again, you say, well, maybe we aren't right for each other. Let's be friends for a little while, see what else is out there. I'll hit you up in a year or so, see what you're doing. But you don't hurt the other person. You understand what I'm saying? As a woman, I'm gonna say this to you, Ms. Washington, don't ever move in with a dude because you get installed. And I tell you what an installation is. You move in with a dude and you start doing wifey things. You start cooking and you start cleaning and you make sure he's okay, and then you make sure he takes his medicine, and one day, whoop, you pop up pregnant, and all you're doing is chores and a baby, and you get further and further invested, and you're stuck. He wants to go, he can go. But you got a kid, you got all this time invested in him, and you've been installed like an appliance, and he's got no reason to get married because you're doing all the work for free already. You know what I'm saying? Don't move in. You know, I think you're both nice people. I would just let go of each other for a while. Pursue your life, pursue passion and depth and breadth, and do other things and meet other people, because you're gonna be mad if you look up in 20 years, you still with each other doing the same stuff that you're doing now because you never learned how to conduct business, or you look around out there at other relationships and wow, you never had an opportunity at it because you stayed in high school with this cat you met when you were 12. You with me?
Yes.
You hear me? Ain't nothing bad, you're lovely people. Just step away, get it. You in school?
No, I just work.
You just work? Work and go to school. Just work ain't gonna get you nowhere no more. You do something else. Are you in school?
Yes.
Stay in school. Stay childless. This matter is adjourned.
When Jessica betrayed me and told my cousin about everything, and when my family found out about me, it was really like heartbreaking. All I can do is cry because I wasn't ready yet to tell them what I was going through. So when she did that, I didn't know if I can forgive her at some point, but as we kept going on, I finally just forgave her or whatever for doing that, and we're gonna work on my anger issues and work on everything together as a couple.
Today on Divorce Court.
I've been with my boyfriend for 5 years and I need commitment.
I feel like we still young, we still trying to find our way. She just need to tone it down a little. Like, why are you asking me why am I coming home this late? Like, I'm grown, I can stay out as long as I want to.
He thinks that I act like an old woman, but I think I act like a woman that wants a family.
I'm done cheating. I'm gonna come home every day to her and all that, but you know, let me do what I want to do.
At this point, if he doesn't get it together, I have to leave.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Tatiana Williams and Andre Banks. The two of you have been together for 5 years. You have one child together, and number 2 is about to make his debut anytime now. Ms. Williams and Ms. Banks, you are having difficulties, and you wanted to come to me to get some help. So, Ms. Williams, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me about your relationship and why you're here to see me today?
I'm here today because about 5 years ago, me and Mr. Banks started dating, and we went to high school together. We had a college class together. We became study buddies, ended up developing chemistry and having a relationship. So from there, we were in a relationship. Mm-hmm. About 1.5 years into us being in a relationship, we got pregnant with our son. Mm-hmm. And when I found out I was pregnant with our son, it wasn't my plan to have a baby right then and there, but I rode with it. Him, not so much. He suggested that I get an abortion. He was telling me that I was ruining his life by having kids. When we got pregnant with this one, he really, really wanted me to have an abortion. And that's just not something that I feel comfortable doing.
Mr. Banks, why don't you tell me about that, how you felt about having the children and what your current concerns are today?
Honestly, I didn't think she could get pregnant. She had told me that in her previous relationship, they were having unprotected sex and they were together for a long time, and she never got pregnant. So in the first...
Can I say this? Basic biology, it might have been him. You see what I'm saying? He may not be able to create babies. You can't just assume if babies can't be created, it's the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta do the biology.
Yeah, but the first year we was together, we wasn't using protection, we was having sex. And I'd say the first year she didn't get pregnant. So I was under the impression that it was never gonna happen. So when she
did... It does not work that way, people. It just doesn't.
But when she did get pregnant, it caught me off guard. I was surprised. So...
You had unprotected sex for 1 year and you were shocked when she got pregnant. This is what you're telling me.
Yeah. I mean, basically, yeah. I mean, I thought if it was gonna happen, it would have happened sooner than it did. So when it did happen, I was just surprised, and I felt like I wasn't ready for a baby. I mean, I stepped up, I was a man, I did what I gotta do, you feel me? I still take care of my son.
Why didn't you two use protection? That's what I wanna know. Nobody wanted to have a kid right away. Why was protection not an issue?
To be honest, we were just dumb. We should have, but...
Oh my God, thank you for that.
Yeah, I would say it was, like she said, we was just being immature. We was young. Just me, I know on my part, thinking I was invincible.
Right.
Just immaturity.
I just didn't think it would happen to you.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
you actually ask her to have an abortion?
I did. When she first got pregnant, I brought it up. When she first told me she was pregnant, I brought up the option, so are we gonna keep it? Do you wanna have an abortion?
Right.
And she immediately said no. So when she said no, it kinda just
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. You got her pregnant one time already.
Yeah.
She has the baby. You continue to have unprotected sex. Why not use some protection since you've already been down that road and didn't want to be there?
Man, honestly, I feel like this baby was spur of the moment type.
What is a spur of the moment baby?
Being young and horny,
Oh my God.
But did you have a discussion about birth control after she had the first baby?
After she had the first baby, we talked about birth control, but she didn't want to get on birth control because she felt like she didn't want to put those chemicals in her body. So
There's other kinds of birth control that don't include chemicals.
Correct.
Did
There
you
is.
assess those?
I told him, why don't we use a condom? He
no,
says,
you.
You're
a
gonna.
lie.
I suggested, why don't we use condoms? He suggested, why don't I get on birth control? So we both wanted our own forms of birth control, and it just never happened.
No, I'm gonna tell you. What'd you say?
You know, that's just horrifying to me.
I know.
Just horrifying. There are 97 different ways to have birth control. You know what I mean? Did you go to a doctor and talk to them about a variety of options? Did you do that?
No, because
Good
to be
God
honest,
of mercy.
To be honest, I just felt like, oh, we have one kid, and I mean, we're both great parents. We love our kid.
That's
and
not the point.
I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. This time, I'm gonna do it. This time, I am. I'm gonna do it this time.
Did you ask her to have an abortion after the second one?
Yes, I did.
But you should have known the answer to that. You gotta learn, people.
Yeah.
I want to move on.
Okay.
Because I'm about to lose my
God.
composure. My understanding is throughout your entire first pregnancy, he cheated on you. So I want to know what happened, how you found out about it, and why you're still with him.
I was about 3 weeks away from delivering our son. And he comes in the house frantic. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? What's going on? Is there an emergency? He tells me he's cheating on me again. And then he just walks out.
So is it true he cheated on you throughout your first pregnancy?
Yes.
Tell me about what happened.
So, oh goodness. I found out that he was cheating on me because on Christmas Eve, I received a message from a girl asking me my relationship status to him. And I was thrown off because I was like, why is this girl asking me my relationship status? And I confirmed, yes, we are together, we're a couple. She goes on to tell me, oh no, that's not true. He told me that's not true, you're not together, we're having sex, and it was that. So I waited until he went on his lunch break, and I drove to his job, and I confronted him, and he confirmed that, yeah, he was cheating on me during that time.
Mr. Banks, what's your version of that story?
First of all, I told her me and Tati was together.
The other girl.
Yeah, I told her me and Tati was together. But,
So she was informed that she was the side chick.
yeah.
What was your end game? What did you think was gonna happen? Were you looking to make a transition? Were you looking as I got a woman and a side piece, this is cool? I would like to keep this going as long as possible, or were you just going with the flow?
I was just going to flow, with that. I wasn't thinking too hard about it, which is...
You don't think often, do you?
Nah.
Stuff just happens to you. Well, tell me about the second time you caught him sleeping with somebody else.
So, from this point, I was about 3 weeks away from delivering our son. And he comes in the house frantic. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? What's going on? Is there an emergency? He tells me he's cheating on me again, and then he just walks out.
Mr. Banks, your version of that story?
I really didn't feel like me and Tatiana was together at the time. We have an apartment together, so both our names on the lease. So I didn't move out, but I would spend the night at her house, and I would just come back to get my stuff and because all my stuff was still at our apartment.
But you were with the other woman?
Yeah.
So you just had two? Or were you not sleeping with her at the time?
No, I wasn't.
You were just sleeping over there because your stuff was over there and your head was on the lease?
No, we were sleeping together, and that's one of the things that she did mention when I was on the phone with her, was that they were having sex probably the same day that we were having sex too. Because she told me, oh, we had sex 2 days ago. Oh, we did too. So he's lying. We were having sex at the time.
Yeah, I don't believe that you weren't. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because you're not a man in control of your faculties. You're not a man who thinks ahead. You're not a man who has this set moral code and I'm with this other way. You're not that dude. You know, available, do it. That's that dude. Now I gotta ask the $64,000 question to you. You now believe that he is faithful to you. Why in goodness' name would you believe that? Well, you think she's a bit controlling. She says she wants to she monitors your time a lot when you're not at work. Is that how you feel?
Yes.
Would you have unprotected sex with a partner who cheated? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back.
I understand that though you don't think he's cheating right now, you still don't trust him. I guess he's engaging in some suspect behavior. Can you tell me what the current state of affairs is at your home?
Yes, so I don't believe that he is cheating on me, but during the time that I was pregnant, I would get up in the middle of the night and he would be gone because he would be at the other girl's house. I woke up the other morning, for example, and he wasn't home. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. He was not home. So what am I gonna think? I check my phone and he didn't text me saying, oh, hey, I'm going to a friend's house. I look on social media and given, yes, he was at his friend's house, but just that slight anxiety that I had that he was cheating on me again, it was just horrible. It was a horrible feeling. I feel like everything was happening all over again.
What were you doing out at a friend's house at 2 in the morning?
All right, so I'm gonna put everything in context. I was just chilling over there with my friend.
Right.
But on weekdays, I have a job. I work like an afternoon shift. I work till closing. So I don't get off work I get off work at 10:15. I come home, I shower and all that. By the time I'm done showering and changing, it's probably like 11 o'clock. So, and then at 11, I go kick with my friends sometimes, just like downtime after work, chilling. Like, if I got off earlier, it probably wouldn't be a problem because this will be around, reasonable hours like 7, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. But I get off late,
But
so.
you got a woman and a baby at home and a woman who's pregnant. Wouldn't you spend time with her? Because that's one of her complaints here. She says, we made plans to go to her family member's house and you just decide not to go because you want to go party. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's true. Like on the 4th of July, my family wanted to spend time with our son. So I said, okay, that's fine. I waited for him to get off work because he got off work early that day since it was a holiday. He comes in the house, I tell him, let's go to my family's barbecue. He says, oh no, I'm too tired. I don't want to do that. And I understand he works a hard job. I said, okay, that's fine. I leave to the store to go get some food. I come back, he's gone. I look on social media, what is he doing? He's at his family's house. His family's house spending time over there. But you're not too tired to go over there, but you're too tired to hang out with me. So.
Do you act like you care for her at all? Do you spend time with her and her child as if you are a family?
I do. Her talking about like me being gone, first of all, I don't even leave until after her and the baby is asleep. That's one of the reasons why I'm out late, because I don't leave until her and the baby is asleep. So, and as far as me being at my family's house, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't intend on going anywhere when I got home, but my father called me like, oh, come over, woo. I don't see my dad a lot. So I decided I was just gonna go over there.
Well, you think she's a bit controlling. She says she wants to she monitors your time a lot when you're not at work. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, all the time, like, if I go out, even like, say it's a weekend and I don't go to work and I like go out to the club and I come home, she'll be like, it's 3 in the morning, why are you coming home so late? And I just feel like I'm grown, like, I could stay out if I want to, like, I don't have a curfew, like, I'm not a little boy.
He is really selfish right now because one example, I had a midterm to do. He tells me, I want to go watch the football game at my dad's house. I say, okay. During that time, I'm in the middle of my midterm. Our son wakes up and is crying. He's still out the door, so he leaves at this point. Long story short, I ended up having a whole bunch of unanswered questions because the time that I spent tending to our child, I failed the midterm because I couldn't answer the questions.
I got you. I see. No, I see what's happening here. The thing that doesn't boggle my mind. I see it too often for it to boggle my mind. But you really, at the end of the day, want to get married to this guy. Because you say, we've got these kids, we're together, and you don't want to wait forever to be married because you want that commitment and bond.
Right.
So we're going to talk about your desire and his desires and mine.
What would you do if your partner asked you to terminate your pregnancy? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
You want to marry him?
Yes.
Why?
Well, the reason why marriage is so important to me and the reason why I want to marry him is because I don't want to paint the picture that he is a bad guy, because he's really not. Honestly, he's a great guy. He's a great dad. I want to show my kids that marriage is the ultimate goal when you're in a relationship. I'm pregnant with a girl, so I'm having a daughter. I want to show my daughter basically to get married. This is the way a guy is supposed to treat you if he loves you. You know, I want my kids to basically have a solid foundation. I don't want...
I got you.
Okay.
You're going about it all wrong, but I got you. Mr. Banks, you don't want to get married?
I'm only 24, like, maybe, I always told her, like, I want to be married maybe when I was 30. But she always presses it on me like, oh, why you don't marry me, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like we should have other affairs in order, like how she just said, like, she still takes classes right now. Like, don't you want to be done with school? Don't you, like, we have...
It ain't got nothing to do, that one thing got nothing to do with the other. You're in the house with her, you're living together, you're pregnant, you got kids. A piece of paper won't make it going to school any more difficult. That's an excuse on your part. Let me tell you what I got to say. And I want you to hear me. If you want to lay a foundation for your children, if you want to write a script for your daughter, you have to first be able to have a reasonable and rational script yourself. You don't have one. The thing you need to teach your daughter is don't get pregnant until after you're already married. Don't get married till you've already determined that the man that you're with is somebody who has the moral character and the value to marry. You didn't do that. You want to teach him something? Teach him that. Good God of mercy, you're a basic brother and I don't like it. You can be better than basic. Y'all need to do better. You really need to do better. You got her pregnant twice. You're all done being a boy. You gave up that option to be a boy. You gave up the option to play. You gave up the option to do whatever you wanted to until you feel ready at 30. You made an obligation. You ought to do something about it. This matter is adjourned.
I know Andre said that he didn't want to get married right now, but hopefully he can get it together and grow up so we can get married in the next 5 years or so. I would be fine with being engaged for a few years.
I know the judge came down on me hard, but I feel like I'm not basic. Like, I do everything I'm supposed to. I go to work, I take care of my kids. I am being the man. Like, I ain't been a boy since I moved out of my mama's house.
Today on Divorce Court.
I would like to marry Antonio, but I feel like we have a lot to work out as far as communicating.
Her attitude sucks. I can't deal with the attitude anymore.
Antonio's not very affectionate. Hugs, cuddling. He doesn't like to do any of that stuff.
She's Sergeant Terry. Loud, she screams, do this, do that. She's angry.
I feel like we've lost ourselves having the kids, and so we just don't even know how to interact with each other, love each other.
I just don't think we're ready right now. I want to make you happy. If you're not happy with me, what's the point in getting married?
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Terry Williams and Antonio Wiggins. The two of you have been together for a while. After 8 years, 3 children, you're looking at getting married, but you're not quite sure if you should do it or not, so you came before me. You gave me a compatibility test. Well, actually, I gave you a compatibility test. You gave me your marriage license with permission to tear it up should I think this union is ill-advised. But Ms. Williams, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're wondering whether or not marriage is a good idea?
I'm here today because Antonio's is very controlling, well, somewhat controlling as far as it comes to finances and what I do as far as going out and what I wear.
Give me an example of what he tries to control and what he won't allow you to do.
Okay, about a month ago, my girlfriend asked me if I want to go out for a girls' night. She just got engaged. And I asked Antonio, I said, do you mind if I go out, hang out with my friend? He said, yeah, sure. So I get dressed, look nice, put on makeup, my nice dress, and it's time for me to go. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I asked him for money most of the time. And I said, hey, do you mind if I can get a few dollars? And he said, well, I don't have any money. So, I got upset, called my mom just to vent, to get it off my chest. And she said, don't worry about it, still go out, hang out with your girlfriends, have a good time. And I'm pretty sure she called him because within the next 5 minutes, he came downstairs and was like, here goes some money, now have a good time. So that was pretty much it. I left.
Hang on, I'm gonna get Mr. Wiggins' version of that event. What do you say happened?
I'm control of all the bills. All the bills come to me.
Right.
The bills come first. I'm not thinking about you going out to have a good time. The bills got to get paid. I feel
were you so tight that
I was tight that day?
If you don't let me finish my sentence.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You may be in control at home, but not here. Don't get that
really
twisted.
in control there either.
Is it so tight that $20 or $40 to go out it pushes you beyond your budgetary limits?
Exactly.
I'm asking you. That's a numbers question.
You're right. It's not
like that.
Yeah.
Do you ever spend money on going out or entertainment at all?
No.
You spend no money on entertainment, no money on going out. You don't have any video games, you don't drink, you don't do any of that.
Yeah, I spend a few dollars on things, but I don't go to the bars, I don't go to the club, I don't do things.
So is the problem that you have with where she's spending this money, or is it because it's not the money itself? Because you can spare 20 or 30 for her to go.
Yeah.
So it's where she's going that's the problem.
Yes.
The problem I have with people is, why don't you just have a conversation instead of he doesn't give me any money, go call mama. He's not giving any money. Antonio, let's talk about this. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
The absence of a conversation seems to be the problem. But anyway, tell me other things you feel he's controlling about.
It's money for the most part. Like for my birthday, my mom gave me $100. I told him I would give it to him to help with bills. And out of his mouth, he said, I'll give it back to you. So I give him the $100, like I'd say about 2 weeks passed. I say, are you gonna give me, can I have some money? I actually asked for some money. And then he said, no. I said, but what about the $100 that you're supposed to give me back that my mom gave me for my birthday? He says, well, we've been together for a good amount of time. I've spent money on you, so I feel like that's your way of paying me back.
Your Honor.
Mr. Wiggins?
When I give her money, she goes buys wigs. I mean, she goes buys stuff that,
I'm a woman.
Yeah, I understand, but you wear the wig one time. It's like, keep wearing the wig. Like, there's wigs, Your Honor.
Let me ask something on behalf of Mr. Wiggins.
There's wigs everywhere.
Let me ask you something about Mr. Wiggins. You got 3 kids.
Yes, ma'am.
And are you flush enough to go be spending money on wigs that you wear one time? Are you a little bit frivolous with the cash?
Your Honor, I buy the wigs when, tax time, when we get the money, when we have the money for me to buy them. And it's not like ridiculous amounts of money. It's not like $200, $300. They're no more than like $100. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
And I've even bought, not so expensive wigs, like $50. So it's not even a lot.
Yeah,
and I wear them more than once.
I gotta say, how tight is your money? Is it tight? You've got 3 kids under 5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're pregnant again.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And
exactly.
And those people are expensive. Are you economically secure enough that you're really comfortable with all the costs and expenses associated with all those kids?
For when I do it, yes, because like I said, it's around tax time when we have the money.
It's not around tax
and
time.
I don't, yes it is, and I don't even spend that
Do
much.
you have any money in the bank in case somebody
Yes,
needs
ma'am.
some glasses,
Yes,
some
ma'am.
braces?
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
of me. Because I make sure of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not downfalling him for being the provider of the home. I salute him for that. But it's also, I don't want to suffer if I want to do something. Like, why shouldn't I get money if I want to do something? But if you want to go out, it's okay for you to spend money on yourself or whatever you're doing, you know?
I see what's happening. It's something that we can address, but I want to go on to the next topic, which you say is there's a lack of affection in the home. And Mr. Wiggins, we've been talking about you this whole time. Tell me something about Ms. Williams that gets on your nerves.
Her attitude.
Tell me about her attitude.
It sucks. I mean, it's bad. I mean, I'm just getting to the point. It's terrible.
Ms. Williams, you say that there is a lack of affection in the home. Why don't you tell me what you mean by that?
Say when he comes home from work. I know he's been working in the sun. He does HVAC. So I know he's been working in the sun or under crawl spaces and all that good stuff. He's musty, whatever. But he comes home, I'm like, can I have a hug? No, I need to take a shower first to freshen up. That doesn't bother me that you stink. Can I have a kiss?
It doesn't bother me.
Yeah. I'm like, can I have a kiss? No, my lips are chapped. Well, I got the chapstick right here. I'll put some on, you put some on, and let's kiss. In a minute. So he'll take a shower, come downstairs, I'll let him relax. Can I have that hug now? See, I was about to give you one, but you just asked for it, so now you gotta wait. Why do I gotta wait? I just want a little love. You know, some adult love. I get love from my kids all day, but some adult love is nice.
Let's let Mr. Wiggins respond. Is that what's going on at the house?
Yeah. I mean, when I come home, I like to smell fresh. I'm not going around her smelling musty. That's just respect for her. I want to smell good around you. My lips is chapped. I'm not going to kiss you. And she.
But once you get scrubbed up and moistened up, you got your moisturizer done. Do you deliver the affection then?
I mean, my thing is, Judge, I wasn't raised around affection, so it takes a lot out of me to give affection. I never was around affection, so that's new to me to be affectionate. But she knows.
Is it new to you, or is it something that you're not doing? There's a difference. I mean, you know, sweeping the floor was new to me when I got married. But I learned to do, you know what I mean? I learned to do it along the way. Are you simply resting in what you know and not trying to develop what you need in order to make a marriage work?
I mean, I feel like I'm affectionate. No, you're right. No.
No. Wasn't that easier, Mr. Wiggins?
You're right.
Mr. Wiggins, I love that. It's just like you can't get better unless you acknowledge what's wrong, and it doesn't make you less of a person. It makes you, you got a reason why you don't hug and kiss, but you want to hug. She wants a hug and kiss, and you want her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Mr. Wiggins? We've been talking about you this whole time. Tell me something about Ms. Williams that gets on your nerves.
Her attitude.
Tell me about her attitude.
It sucks. I mean, it's bad. I mean, I'm just getting to the point. It's terrible. She has two different Terry. We have Sergeant Terry, and we have the nice Terry. Y'all seeing the nice Terry today, but you haven't seen the Sergeant Terry, where she's screaming, "Do this, do that. I need for you to do this," or, I mean, it's just, and her attitude, she gets mad over the littlest things.
So she's easy to irritate and goes way off.
You know, I'm laid back. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fuss about things. She likes to kind of fuss about things.
Fussing and angry and hot all the time.
When I tell him something, it can be nasty sometimes.
Yeah, it's counterproductive.
Yeah.
Men hate to be told what to do, in general.
But I feel like all I have to do is ask you one time. I don't want to have to ask you about 5 to 10 times.
And I get that there's a way to rock them out of that, and I'll tell you how it is.
Okay.
Been doing this for 30 years.
She's my best friend. That's all I love her.
Say something about her.
She can cook good. She's a good cook. She's a very good cook.
Should the stay-at-home parent have less control of the family finances? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back.
If there was one thing I could give you that I could go like and make him stop doing that would allow you to enter into this marriage with calm and comfort, what would it be?
Affection.
Affection.
That's it.
Ooh, that's easy. She let you off on that one. Mr.
Yeah.
Wiggins, if I could give you just one thing, snap my fingers and alter something about her that will allow you to walk into this marriage with cool and calm, what would it be?
Communication.
Communicate. The manner in which she communicates or the fact that you don't communicate at all?
She doesn't like to come to me about things like,
Give me an example.
Something, it could be the smallest thing. Like she was scared to tell me she made a Facebook. Just come to me and tell me little things like.
Mr. Wiggins, let me ask you this. Do you know why she's scared to come to you?
I mean, before I used to kind of blow up, but now I'm a changed man. I'm laid back. You can talk to me about anything.
Okay, Mr. Wiggins, if you blow up in somebody's direction when they ask you stuff, and then you slow it down, they still have that fear because their body still responds to a known aggression, right? So what your job is to rock her out of that by saying, you know, you can talk to me about anything. It's your job. No. Don't, not with frustration, not with anger, and not with when something's going on in the morning. Maybe just grab her by the waist. You know, baby, you can talk to me about anything.
I do that now. That's the thing.
Does he?
I do that now. No, you can talk to me about anything, baby.
I probably would say after the fact.
After the fact.
Yeah.
I think it's after the fact because most people don't do proactive reteaching like that.
Yeah.
That's an unusual thing to do. Yeah. It's proactive. It's like you're doing it after the fact and you're a little annoyed when you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Mr. Wiggin, you're just growing. Just right in front of my eyes. Loving it.
I got you.
Just loving it.
You got it.
30-second profession of love. You can tell me in 30 seconds why Mr. Wiggins is the man for you. Don't say nothing negative. Don't say nothing rude, wrong, or nasty. All positive. Make me fall in love with him, too. Go.
I love him because he has a great sense of humor. When I'm feeling down, he knows how to bring me up. He has always had, even though he's not affectionate, he's very passionate when it comes to telling me how he feels about me. Even if it's through text, you know, I still love it. I love him because, Lord, it's so many things. He's a great father. Mm-hmm. And if you good to our kids, then that's great to me too. He's good to me for the most part, as far as not letting me go somewhere and not being affectionate, but he's good. He's a good man. A+ with a bullet.
Oh gosh, there are so many things after you were very, very specific about many things. That means you really love this dude and this is a good dude. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
30 seconds, Mr. Wiggins. Why is Ms. Williams the woman for you?
She's excellent with the kids. That's what makes me love her. Mm-hmm. You know, they're my world. So if I got her to make sure they're good while I'm out getting the money, she's my best friend. That's all I love her.
Say something about her.
She can cook good. She's a good cook. She's a very good cook.
I'm beginning to think that this...
She got my back. That's the one thing. She has my back.
I'm beginning to think that this is a gender thing. You sat up there and told her all the things she does for you. You didn't say anything about her character, her nature, who she was. She described who you were as a person. You described a really great mother and housekeeper and what. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
she
you. Yeah, I
does
got
for
you.
me. She isn't beautiful. She isn't intelligent and smart and captivating and interesting. She does this well for me. She does that well for me. She does the other thing well for me. That's one of her problems with you, and I'm going to explain to you what you need to do to fix that.
What would you do if your partner never showed you affection? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
I really, really like you people. I mean, just really. I think you are, first, good-looking couple. You are working hard. You are kind. You are loving. I didn't hear nothing about no Facebook posts and cheating and texting and none of that. I didn't hear any of that. All I heard were small, fixable problems. Mr. Wiggins, I'm going to start with you because the last thing you want is a wife that doesn't feel empowered and equal and loved and safe, like at home. At home with my dude is the place where I can be the most ludicrous and it'll be the most safe. The home is where I can express what I need and I want with great passion and need, and that's the place where it will best receive. At home will be the place where I talk to someone and he'll move heaven and earth to give me what I need as opposed to the last person who's going to deliver what I want. That's what home should be, and that's who you should be for her. She doesn't feel affection because she doesn't feel that you're her champion in that regard. And I think there are a couple of reasons. One, you weren't raised that way.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it your fault, but it's still your responsibility. You know now
right.
because I just told you.
You're right.
So you
You're
claim you can't know. You have to actively pursue giving her that sense of he is my empowerment. You know, one of it is, and I understand, first of all, I understand that you're making no money, but I also understand you smoke a bit. And the things you smoke cost money. She needs to be able to entertain herself too. So maybe you take half of that smoking money and make sure she's okay as well.
You're right. You're right.
Ms. Williams, you set the tone in the home. You set it because we're quicker with it. You decide how you're going to speak to him and when you're going to speak to him. Be cool, be kind, be calm. Time your comments so he can hear them as opposed to fight them. And, you know, love is an action verb.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not, she should know I love her because I pay the bills. She should know I love her because I came home. She should know I love her because you do. She needs to know you love her. 5 minutes a day, you wouldn't believe. 5 minutes of,
Oh, yeah.
works
Right.
wonders. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Take that license, go on, get down the aisle, get on a little birth control plan.
Oh, we're done.
Hey. You need to talk to her about it.
That's what I have. But I wish you the best. You're a fabulous couple. This matter is adjourned.
Thank you. We learned a lot today from the judge. I think what I will take in is initiating when I want to go out instead of just saying, do you mind if I go out?
That's when I'm gonna work on my affection and telling her I love her more, and we'll go from there.
Today on Divorce Court.
Arthur doesn't communicate with me. He doesn't tell me what's going on, and he does things behind my back.
Ariana has to believe whatever I'm doing it for us.
He gambled away $10,000 that we had saved up for our kids.
The reason why I started gambling is because Ariana wasn't working.
I knew he gambled, but I didn't know that it was a habit.
I can see myself living with her forever, but she has to trust me because I was just trying to do the best thing for us to get money into the household.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Albrianna Turner and Arthur Washington. The two of you have been together for 2 years. You have no children together, but you have a child from a previous relationship.
Yes.
You guys have come to me on a before your vows. You love each other, you want to be with each other, but there are problems in the marriage, and you want my opinion on the viability of your union. So I'm going to ask you some questions and see if we can get to an answer. Ms. Turner, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how you got together and why you care about each other?
Okay. Me and Arthur met at a semi-professional basketball team that I worked for. We went out on the longest date you could think of. We went to the arcade. We had a great time. It was nice.
Did you do a good job on that first date, Mr. Washington?
Well, I did an excellent job, not just a good job. So
get it right, yeah.
Absolutely.
Get it right.
So what it is, I gave her a lot of emotions, a lot of happiness on that first date.
Right.
To let her know that I'm a great guy. We spent the time like on the beach, a long period of time. I mean, a long period of time. Right. And so she never had that. She never had been held up under the sunset, you know? And then the sun was coming up after we left as well from the beach. So it was a 26-hour date that was unplanned. So.
But you liked her. I mean, no one goes on a 26-hour date without having feelings.
Because when I seen her, she was in her little tutu, looking all sexy and everything. So I'm like, let's have fun with it.
Right.
Let's make a great day out of it. And we didn't want to leave each other, so we just decided, hey, that one date made us be together for our entire 2 years right now.
Right.
And so we left California. We was living in California. We left California to start a new chapter because we left and went to Vegas. And then everything in Vegas kind of
turned around on you. When did you start to see problems?
The problems came when we moved to Vegas. He does have a gambling problem.
Not just a gambling problem.
Not just a gambling problem, but he does.
Give me an idea of the scope of the problem.
Within 2 months of us moving to Vegas, he gambled over $10,000.
It wasn't $10,000, man. It wasn't $10,000. Don't believe that.
Between $7,000 and $10,000, Your Honor.
Not at one time, but within the course of 2 months, he lost $10,000. Is that accurate, Mr. Washington?
No, very untrue. Okay, this is the thing. She didn't tell you apart. She wasn't working. Okay, she wasn't working. So I was working, and then money got low. Money got low, so I had to do something about it.
Right.
So the best thing I did was I would start gambling. She didn't tell you the part when I was winning and eating caviar and going out and buying clothes and be like, yeah, I'm trying to work all on Snapchat. Like, I got all this, yeah.
Right.
But then she didn't tell you that part. I was winning. And then when I was losing, chasing the money, then she wanted to act like I'm the bad guy all of a sudden.
Now, did you endorse his gambling as long as he was winning? And did you enjoy the fruits of his labor?
I knew he gambled, but I didn't know it was a habit until we moved to Vegas. Like, meaning I work here in California, so I travel back and forth a lot to California. I left him the rent money, and he gambled it away, but it wasn't to my knowledge until I received the notice. Then I left him money for him to pay the light bill for 2 months. He gambled it away. When I came back from California, the lights was off. So it's not the fact that he's gambling, it's how he's doing it, it's what he's using, because that money is for our kids.
Yeah, to survive. Yeah, right. Now, Mr. Washington, did you gamble away the rent money? Did you gamble away the light money?
I got on partial of some of the money, not all of it. She telling me I gambled all the rent like we was out.
But the lights were out.
For a couple of hours, just a couple of hours, just
because
a couple of hours.
I had to have his back, Your Honor.
All right, look.
Did she come in and pay the light bill?
How can she pay a light bill if she's not working?
So how did she pay?
I don't know where you got it from some dude or something.
But she paid it, though. That's the point. You say you don't know where she got it from, but she paid it because she got it.
It don't matter. She paid it. Yeah. I bet I can say that. But
are you worried at all about how much you gamble?
No, I'm not worried because I'm a working man, and on the gamble, I was just in the mode of gambling. I was just in that Vegas mindset of gambling, trying to chase the money.
When it became in his backyard is when it became the problem.
Listen, she didn't tell you about how she pawned all my stuff and threw my clothes over the balcony. Then we all embarrassed in an apartment complex, and then my clothes get stolen after she threw my clothes in the pool.
But Your Honor,
let me ask, what preceded you throwing his clothes in the pool and pawning all his stuff?
I was very angry that my kids, well, our kids have to witness our lights being off, and I was frustrated.
Stop.
I was frustrated that the way I found out that our rent wasn't paid, then I had to receive a notice. So I just was angry, and all his stuff was right there. So I just started throwing it. I didn't mean for it to get in the pool. I just
The answer to not having enough money is not messing up the money that you got. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just as irresponsible. I know that you were angry, but you guys got children that you're trying to take care of. You can't let how you feel, and gambling, getting stuck on gambling is a feeling problem. It made you feel good. It made, you know, it's not a logic problem.
Right.
And you had a feeling problem. And so you guys you can't feel so much and so vastly and so inappropriately that your kids ain't got lights. You with me on that one?
Someone close to me, one of my friends, is in the gay community. So he saw Miss Washington on one of the webcam sites. This particular site just happened to be a gay site.
When's the last time you lost a substantial sum of money?
About a month ago.
A month ago. And how much money did you lose?
Probably like $8,000 to $1,000.
$8,000 to $1,000. Can you imagine how much money you'd have in the bank, you know, for a college fund or something, if you had taken all that gambling money and invested it somewhere? I mean, you could even just put it in the bank and let it just look at it.
Well, some of it was winnings, some was losing the winnings that I won.
But you always come out behind at the end of the day.
At the end, but not the beginning.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If you lose money, you lose money. We're gonna leave that there. Mrs. Turner, you say that he was doing a webcam sex work behind your back. Explain to me what the webcam sex work is and how he got involved.
Well, someone close to me, one of my friends, is in the gay community. So he stated that he seen Arthur on the website.
So he was paying for me.
Hang on.
He saw Miss Washington on one of the webcam sites. This particular site just happened to be a gay site.
It's not a gay site. It's
Okay,
men and women.
We gonna get
Dog,
to that.
cat. It's not
Okay,
gay.
got it. Go ahead.
So I guess he put to where everybody can see him. It doesn't matter who sees it.
No,
It's
they
just
pay
like
me.
he just. It's like
Who pays you?
See, this what it is. It's a webcam and phone sex, right? Even when you want to talk to me on the webcam, or you want to call me and tell me your fantasy, right?
Yeah.
See, on my webcam, I have a category of things that you may like, things that you want to have. Select the things. So you tell me what you like, what you want. I read it and I just make it happen. I just make your mind, you know what I'm saying, wonder, if. At that moment.
Right.
I'm telling them how they want to be touched, how they want to be filled. Sometimes they just vent to me.
Right.
All day long.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm your best friend at that time.
Yeah, you into customer satisfaction.
Absolutely, 100% customer satisfaction.
Did you not let the woman that you married know how you were making money?
See, because I knew the reaction that I would get, because I got the reaction at the end. When she found out, I just told her, baby, look, I'm not touching these people. They're not touching me. I'm just making them feel good about themselves, right? Then she really get mad at me because she overhearing me talk on phone sex saying, oh, why you not doing me like this? And you don't got me on the jet. You don't got me on the yacht. I said, I don't got yacht money. I don't got jet money either. I'm a dollionaire, not a millionaire. You know what I mean? So I'm like, our sex is still going. Like, you have sex on the balcony, you have sex in the bathroom, you have sex in the kitchen, you have sex on the bus, you have sex anywhere. I make sure your fantasy is good.
That was so much more information than I needed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that the proposal was made and it went very south in a very public way, which is what brought you here, trying to determine whether or not this relationship is going to work out. So I want to hear what happened.
One of his ex-girlfriends or whoever she was, she started going on talking about that she's his first and only true love, and so I called him.
Oh, so she called me. She cussing me out.
who is her? Who is her calling me, talking about, I love her and you love me? Who is that? Who is that?
What would you do after discovering your partner was a sex worker? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
So what happened with the proposal?
I proposed to him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I gotta be doing something good. She gotta propose to me, huh? I still got the ring.
So, okay, you proposed to him. What happened?
We were on the Las Vegas Bridge. He didn't know nothing about it. So I told him, he come meet me at the bridge. I'm stuck right here. It was a couple of our friends who were there. It was balloons. It was a duet.
It's a really nice proposal.
Yeah, it was a duet singing one of our favorite songs. It was nice because he was that guy. And these problems didn't become problems until after that.
Yeah.
The skeletons didn't come until after the proposal.
Now, Mr. Washington, it was a beautiful proposal. Did you say yes?
I was like a girl inside doing this. Oh, God.
I wish you had.
But I didn't show that affection.
Right.
I didn't show that affection because it was shocking to me because when I was we was around people talking, you know what I'm saying, about marriage and stuff, and I said, man, I'm never getting married unless a girl proposed to me, right?
Right.
And she overheard it, and when she
took
did
the ball
it,
and ran with it.
yeah, it just ran with it.
How did it go south?
What happened after I posted it on Facebook, I guess one of his ex-girlfriends or whoever she was, she inboxed me. She said, I see you sent me a referral request, and I hope all is blessed, and it's good intentions. I only know you through his nickname that he used in Memphis. So I was just like, at first I didn't even know who he was. I mean, who that name was.
Right.
So I said, who are you talking about? So she put his whole government name first, middle, last. So I'm like, I know you know him because he don't use his middle name. So I know you know him. So she started going on talking about that she's his first and only true love. And she even said she knows his social security number. So at that point, I didn't even argue with her. I told her have a great day. So I called him.
Oh, so she called me. She cussed me out.
Who is her? Who is her calling me, talking about, I love her and you love me? Who is that? Who is that?
He's not responsible for what some woman is fantasizing about that he used to know in his past. He's not responsible. There's no way in the world that you can stop that behavior before it starts. If he refuses to check it once it's begun, that's another thing. But apparently he did.
Right.
You know
and
what I mean? You gotta be a full-grown woman if you want to be married. There's going to be free radical ratchet women out there all of the time who are going to try to start stuff and poke their finger in a hole, but you can't let them.
And she was ratchet.
That's what she wanted from you, was to cause friction between the two of you. And you let her.
And I ain't messed with her about 10 years ago.
So I'm going to let you guys do a 15-second profession of love, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about the prospects of this union.
How would you react if your partner's ex angrily confronted you? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
Now, normally, when I ask a couple in my Before Your Vows to do a profession of love, I start with the women, because Joe told me it's not fair to start with the dudes, because dudes are not used to expressing themselves like that. Women should go first. But Joe says, you are so glib and together that I can start with you and you can represent for the fellas.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Washington, I'm gonna give you a whole 20 seconds.
Okay.
For you to tell me with no negativity, no if, no maybe, no buts, no caveats, no contingencies, none of that, why she is the woman for you. Go.
Well, she's the one for me because she loves my kids, for one. She takes care of my kids. We love sports. I love a woman that loves sports. She does a lot of things that I enjoy, you know what I mean? And I comfort her as well. I may have a gambling problem, but she always had my back no matter what we was always doing. So I love her for that. And I want this to continue, but I just don't want her to constantly not believe in me. leaving me, but it's a but. It's a but. But you know what I'm saying?
There's no buts in profession of love.
No. It's I'm cautious in a way. You know what I mean? And because
But
like
I just wanted you to tell her why she was wonderful.
She's wonderful. She's all I need. Point blank. She's all I need. I don't need nothing else.
Well, that was a C.
Okay.
Mrs. Turner, why don't you tell me, 20 seconds, why Mr. Washington is the man for you? No buts, no problems, no negativity whatsoever.
Well,
Go.
one, he took my son in as his own. He always been there since day one, through thick and thin. He's an amazing guy, even though he has his little problems. I know we can get through them. It's just, I know that all in all that he's the one for me because he's always been there and he let me down, but he always was there to pick me back up.
Right. Okay. All right. Pretty good. That was pretty good. Pretty good. Let me tell you something. I like you. Well, I think you're kind. I think you're loving. I think you have a wonderful sense of romance. I think you care about one another. I think you're both really tall. I think if you need to take your gambling problem seriously, because you're too good of a man to get crushed under some nonsense like that. You got too much going for you. You're a great dude. Don't let that stupid mess knock you over, because it can knock over anybody if you don't take it seriously. Gamblers Anonymous, I'm telling you. And you back him up on that. And don't get caught up. He makes some money and he wants to buy. I don't want that money.
Correct.
You know, don't feed it by applauding when he comes home with the extra cash. What you got to do is be a full-grown woman and say, I don't want no parts of none of that money, because it's going to end up making us broke. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're young. You need to be a little more mature. You need to feel something, think, then do. Don't feel, then do.
Right.
And then make you think about it later. You with me on that? We're 24.
Yeah.
You're young. So and just ain't nothing wrong with being young, but young is a silly thing. So don't do silly things because you got a grown man here. You with me?
Yes.
You got to think about everything you're gonna do before you do it. Don't just jump. Think, and then marry him. And I won't see pictures of the kids. I'll look up at them. Good luck to both of you. This matter is adjourned.
I'm definitely going to stop my gambling because I don't want to hurt my family. I don't want to cause any more problems where we get divorced or fight any longer. So I'm going to make sure that I spend time with my family and make sure that I don't do anything wrong to sabotage my relationship any longer.
Today on Divorce Court, after spending 15 tumultuous years together, today's couple has reached the end of a rocky road. Fighting financial and serious health challenges has left them both feeling exhausted and worn out. They say they can't live with each other, but they also say they can't live without each other. These two are stuck in limbo and want me to get them out.
Divorce Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Topeka Turner and Stacey Rose. The two of you have been together for 15 years. You don't want to be together anymore, or at least you're not quite sure if you can make this work. Ms. Turner, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me about this relationship and how you two met?
Okay, 15 years ago, I was on a chat line, and I heard him. His voice was excellent. Speaking mannerism, he was just a nice guy. I told him about my disability, and he still, that didn't bother him.
Why don't you tell me, what is the nature of your disability?
I'm blind.
Mm-hmm.
I had just a little bit of vision. I see more of shadows and light.
Mm-hmm.
It was better when I first met him, but it's like that now. So as I get older, it deteriorates more and more.
Okay. So keep going.
Like I said, 15 years ago, it started out rocky. It got better. Over the last few months, purses have been coming up missing in my house.
Purses are coming up missing?
Very expensive purses.
How many?
3. And this has all been since March.
Do you think Mr. Rose is stealing your purses?
I brought it up to him, but he says that's what he used to do. He said, I don't do that anymore.
Can I cut in, please?
Hang on. When he said that's what we used to do, is that what he used to do to you?
Yes.
Yes. Can I please cut it?
I will allow you. I really will allow you. Just let me finish with her, and then I'll finish with you.
When I first met Stacy, he was a little rough around the edges. So he has taken a few things from me.
But that was a long time ago.
That was 15 years ago when I first met him.
Okay.
He hasn't done anything like that since. So since the purses came up missing, I have to think, like, okay, Stacy, he used to be a thief.
So is he reverting to his old ways?
Is he right?
That's the question.
Right.
Mr. Rose, why don't you tell me your version of these events?
Again, when we first got together, I was not a good character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
You just got out of jail.
I just got out of jail. I was still living the street life. I lived one day at a time. I got my money one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
She knew this getting with me.
Right.
But I've changed. That was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And in my personal opinion, she's still living day by day, but 14 years ago.
Right.
I mean, when we got together, again, I was so low on a totem pole, like I couldn't do nothing but go up.
Right.
So if I went up and we're having these problems now, what really is the problem? Because you're saying financial problems, we had more fun when we were dirt broke than what we do right now.
Okay. What, according to you, is the main problem causing this?
My personal opinion, I think she's selfish. I think she's only thinking about herself. Whereas everybody else looks in and says, oh, she's a blind individual. You should do this.
Give me some examples of her selfishness.
Again, she doesn't give me credit for anything that I've done. So from when I say, oh, I'm tired of working today, my feet hurt, I don't feel like going to the mall or going to the movies, it's, you just started working. You've only been working for, I don't care how long it is. If I work 2 weeks, you've been only working for 2 weeks. If I work 2 years, you've only been working for 2 years. You know what I mean? You can still walk me to the mall. Although I work 12 hours for the past 2 days, you know what I mean? I don't care what you have to do. I want to go to the mall and buy me a Michael Kors purse.
Ms. Turner, what do you have to say to that? He feels unappreciated, that you don't appreciate how hard he works.
And I do. I appreciate how hard he works, but Friday is date night. That's when we're supposed to go out and go to the movies.
Well, let me ask you this. Is he the primary breadwinner? Does he work and you stay at home?
No.
Well, tell me how that works.
I receive disability.
Yeah.
I sell a few things online. Still receive child support, so that's my income.
Okay.
My income is taking care of him, too. Stacy does work here and there. He has worked, I'm saying 4 years. Not consecutive.
Straight? No, not straight?
No.
Are you not a consistent contributor to the financial situation?
No, I'm not a consistent contributor, but I wasn't a consistent contributor when we got together.
Well, Mr. Rose, you say that Ms. Turner treats you like a low-paid caregiver. Why do you feel that way?
I'm going to say an unpaid caregiver.
Unpaid caregiver.
Because what I do for her, I take her to her doctor's appointments.
Sometimes.
I go pick up her medication.
Sometimes.
Could you please have her stop that?
Go ahead and stop.
I take her to her doctor's appointments. I go pick up her medication. I wash the clothes. I cut the yard. When I say I do everything, I feel as though I do everything while she's saying I'm not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
that ain't everything. I do more than that in one day.
I mean, I do the grocery shopping. I do the grocery shopping because she goes and shops for herself. She won't go grocery shopping and say, okay, I drink this.
I see where we are on that. Now I understand that you believe he's unfaithful to you, and I want to know why you believe that.
You don't give me any credit for anything. When something comes up missing or stolen, you don't have a clue. how that makes me feel when you constantly accuse me of stealing from you over something I've done 14 years ago.
Ms. Turner, you say that you believe he's cheating on you. Why do you believe that?
Your Honor, we were in Vegas. Perfect example. We were in Vegas. We laying in bed. He says, I wonder why I don't cheat on you. Wow, that's not a good thing to say to your woman in bed, but okay. Every time we're in Vegas, he takes me up to the room, leaves me in the room, and he goes back out the room. He said, I'm going to smoke. Smoking don't take no hour. He comes to the room. Stacy, where you been? Oh, I gambled, and, you know, these girls, they was out there talking to me. They got big booties and this and that. You know, just white girl, she fine and this. And I'm like, okay, how come these same people don't never speak to me over at the Hooker Hotel? Because we in a real nice room, but right across the street, they got the Hooker Hotel. And he chills at the Hooker Hotel for the whole 5 days we in Vegas.
Mr. Rose, did you chill at the Hooker Hotel for the whole 5 days you were in Vegas? Did that happen?
But Judge, they never spoke to me when I
hear you. Hooker Hotel.
When they were going in and out, you talked to them.
That means that you can't smoke in a hotel, so everybody was pretty much right there.
outside.
But nobody speaks to me.
They're not going to speak to her when I'm there. Like, they ain't gonna get disrespectful.
Well, well, I tell you why, because they're hitting on him, they're not going to hit on you.
Right.
That's what that is. Tell me the other story. Why you believe he's cheating on you?
The other story, I had put him out. I was downtown at the courthouse, me and my baby. Stacy, he was downtown. He had something to do. I called him on the cell phone. I'm like, look, it's raining. I need a ride home. Come and get me. He said, okay, I'm going to come and get you. So he's coming to get me, and as we're walking down the street, I hear beep, beep, all these cuss words just flying out her mouth. She's talking to me. You with my man, you with my man. Mr. Magoo over here ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying nothing. So me and the woman, we get to going at it and everything, and I got McCain in my hand, Stacey's trying to hold McCain back, and it went
from bad to worse.
There you go. But
what did he do?
He did nothing.
About 10 years ago is when this happened. Again, she put me out.
So you moved on.
So I moved on.
You think he's cheating now?
No. I really don't think he would do it, but you never know.
Well,
He's out
Mr.
there.
Rose, I have in my notes that you want to say something to Ms. Turner. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that.
Topeka, I want to tell you that first and foremost, I love you very much. You know this. But we have no relationship. We are more friends than anything. We're not even best friends. We went from laughing and talking and giggling to barely even speak to each other in the morning when I leave to go to work. And when I come home, you don't speak. It's like I can do this by myself. You don't give me any credit for anything. When something comes up missing or stolen, you don't have a clue how that makes me feel when you constantly accuse me of stealing from you over something I've done 14 years ago. But every day you misplace something or someone else steals something from you, I'm the first person you blame. I understand about your disabilities, I understand about your visual, but that never bothered me from day one. And for you, to me, to think that now all of a sudden you got your services, you don't need me anymore, you don't want me anymore, it has me wondering, was I all that to you as an aide just to begin with?
No.
I mean, and if it's not gonna change, if you're not gonna change, if we don't become one, then I might as well be one by myself.
Mr. Rose, I appreciate the fact that you spoke from your heart. I'm going to give you a minute to get it together. Then, Ms. Turner, I'm going to turn to you and see what you have to say about. And I want you to really take a moment and process what this man just said to you. And then we're going to talk about it.
He works, and he gives me money. But if he owes me money, he's like...
What does he owe you money for?
Because he's always borrowing money.
Do you have a response to what Mr. Rose just said to you?
I love Stacey to death. Love him. Couldn't see myself without him. I do need him in my life. You know, not for just pushing me around, washing clothes, little stuff. I don't need that from him. I have people to work for me to do that. We don't have fun anymore.
But why is that? You're talking to me. You came in here and you broke out with a story about your purses coming up missing, which is reminiscent of what he used to do 14, 15 years ago. I don't know where your purses are. I don't know where half of my purses are. But that's what you broke out with. Then you told me a story about something that happened 10 years ago about the cheating and stuff. So what I'm asking you is, did you hear what he said, and do you see any complicitness from you about how he feels that he's not appreciated? Do you feel like you appreciate the changes that he's made?
Oh, yeah, I really do, because he has came a long way. He has come a long way. I appreciate it. And I appreciate him, but it's just...
But what?
Some things need to change.
Tell me what those are.
The financial situation needs to change, first and foremost. Because
is he working full-time now?
Yeah.
How long has he been working full-time?
2 months.
So that's changed in a good way.
Yeah, kinda.
What aren't you? I don't understand the kinda.
He works, and he gives me money. But if he owes me money, he's like...
What does he owe you money for?
Because he's always borrowing money. He's always borrowing money. So he'll give me $100 and say, oh, well, this is on the bills. I'm like, well, where's my $125 you owe me? Oh, I'll talk about that later.
Oh, I know what the problem is.
I need my money.
You're not in a relationship with him then. My husband and I never owe each other any money. You in a relationship with somebody, you all about taking care of each other. There's no balance sheet. I brought an expert here. Caregiving is an extraordinarily difficult task that a lot of people do not understand the emotional stress and strain that it puts on not only the caregiver, but the relationship in general. So I thought I would bring somebody here to address that. Her name is Spirit. I'll ask her to come forward. In fact, realize she's an old friend from back in the day.
Hey there, Judge.
Hey, you've been here, you've listened to what they say. What do you think?
The hard part, Judge, is that they've lost the balance. And so I leave you to do the relationship piece. But what we do know is that our caregiver's suffering often gets lost in the sauce, if you will. It's very easy for us to look at the disabilities that the individual that's being taken care of may have, but we often don't look at the ways in which the caregiver suffers. They have needs that go unmet. And if their partner seems unappreciative of the sacrifices and of the laboring, it's just a matter of time before they look to get their needs met elsewhere.
Okay. Spirit, thank you so much. That was so well and concisely put. I'm going to take a moment. I need to know from you why you, Ms. Turner, why you feel so taken advantage of. Because I'm not quite seeing it. In the beginning, I thought it was one way, but now I think it's something else entirely. So you've got to take some time and put together why you feel so taken advantage of. Divorce Court will be right back. I need to reframe this for you, Ms. Turner. Mr. Rose is ready to go. And he's ready to go because he doesn't believe that you appreciate what he's done and what he's doing. My feeling is you still feel that you're being taken advantage of. Why do you feel you're being taken advantage of?
I don't know if advantage is the right word.
Tell me what he's doing wrong. Thank you. I want you to put it in words, what you feel he's doing wrong.
Okay, Stacey, he's a good guy. But Stacey has this really, really, really bad temper on anything. I can ask him something as simple as, Stacey, I need a bag. Don't you see me doing something now?
And it's like all of it with everything. He's so angry.
Are you angry, Mr. Welch?
And I
mean,
can't
I saw a
deal
little
with
bit of it at the beginning of this case. It does seem that you get very agitated and angry.
Quick.
And I'm not saying you don't have reason to be angry, because it might be all this pent-up resentment that Spirit talked about. But do you have an issue with your anger?
Yes, I do. And I believe that is part of the problem.
You know what? Where I think we are. We're at a place where everybody has so many pent-up issues for so many years. Your pent-up lack of appreciation, your lack of feelings of security, and you know what I mean, and you're always waiting for him to be that dude he used to be. And I think that you haven't really cared for him in a way that you talk about how you do so economically, but once that's over, I don't know if you are making him feel loved. And I think he's gotten mad about it. And I think that both of you are good people stuck on a note that was played 15 years ago, and you can't find another one. I'm gonna send you to somebody who will help you, try to help you get started on finding another note. My best to the both of you. This matter is adjourned.
How hopeful are you that this relationship can be saved?
I hope for the best. I want it to be saved, but I put all into it. I don't know what else I can do.
Are you gonna walk away today and make a bigger effort to, push forward here?
If he doesn't change, I mean, this is how I am. This is me. I don't think I do anything wrong.
Today on Divorce Court.
Yeah, since the last time we was here, I honestly listened to the judge and I backed off. Okay, but you still a little guilty. And this is probably why you brought me here, but it's okay.
Today we are back in divorce court to find out if Matthew is mine. I have serious doubts.
You know that's your baby. Come on now.
Well, it's sources that say otherwise, so...
Don't do that.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Malcolm Virgil and Olympiada Jackson, Ms. Jackson. And you two were here before. I remember you. You're back again. We always love to know what happens to people, so I love it when they come back, but you have a new issue altogether. But before we get to that, I'm going to take a look at what happened the first time you came. For the first 6 months, you trusted him. And then you got pregnant by accident, right?
Well, no.
On purpose?
It wasn't on purpose. It's just, we wasn't using protection or anything like that. So I knew it was going to happen. So I was always the black sheep.
Black sheep? In what way?
Not so much as nobody wanting to, just be there for me when I need them to be there for me. He does that sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, whatever. And when he be like that, that makes me want to just, grab my bag and just go about my business.
I remember you, Ms. Jackson. I remember talking to you after that was over. And I remember telling you to get a broader and bigger and better life, and that you were more than the sum of what has happened to you in the past. Did any of that sink in? Did any of that help?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear that. My question now is, Mr. Virgil, what seems to be the problem now?
Well, Judge, after we left, after the show aired, I found out that some messages in her cell phone stating that from one of her exes, that that I'm the baby's father. Her family also contacted me and let me know that she was cheating on me with the ex around the time that she conceived.
Ms. Jackson, were you aware of these people communicating with him, telling him that he's not the father of the baby and that you've been cheating?
Well, ma'am, the family members here talking about don't really want us to be together anyway. So that part
Why don't they want you to be together? Just
you know,
for no reason.
The age difference, you know, so.
Yes, and just to be clear, he's 21 and she's 35.
36.
36 now,
36
okay.
now.
Yes. So what about the ex? Did he, in fact, contact Mr. Virgil?
Not so much Mr. Virgil.
Uh-huh.
You know, he did come through my Facebook page, but...
And what did he say when he did?
He said that my son could possibly be his son, but it's no way. Like, it's no way.
Yeah, and I got pictures. The baby is light skinned. I'm dark skinned.
That's fine, you know.
And the ex was also light skinned as well.
So you think because the baby is light skinned and she's dark skinned and you dark skinned that couldn't be yours?
Where the light coming from?
Oh.
Yeah, to look at that baby. That's his baby. Regardless of
That's
the
a beautiful
skin color.
baby.
That's his son.
I tell you, my last son, my husband, same color I am. My last son looked Asian. I swear, I mean, he was just really like straight hair, and just.
He says he looks Mexican. I don't see it.
Yeah, you can't tell. They don't like that. You know, genetics are deep. Stuff jumps around and kicks over and lays down for a minute, then pops back up. That's how that kind of thing works. You think he's jealous of the baby? Explain that to me.
He is. It's been so many occurrences. I was giving attention to the baby when a family member came over. He got upset, pushed stuff over, left out of the house. This is the time I was feeding the baby ice cream at the restaurant. Oh, you got it good, Gomez. I don't get that, you know.
Now, Mr. Virgil, I have heard of this phenomena before. Do you feel a little left behind, number 3, because she's got the baby?
No, I don't. I mean, I say that, but it's not to make her, you know, it's just conversation.
It's
you know,
true.
it's
no,
not.
No, hold up. People
It's
don't
true.
just have conversations like that about why are you in the back with her, the baby, and all that kind of stuff. You do kind of feel that way, right?
Well, yes, I do feel sometimes she does go a little bit overboard when it comes to the baby. You know.
Give me an example of overboard when it comes to the baby.
Well, for instance, you know, if she decides we have something that we need to do as adults, sometimes we do have things that we need to do that a baby can't participate in.
Right.
So the baby needs to go to a babysitter.
Right.
She does not know how to take care of business and, you know, just let the babysitter do his job. She has to call 24/7. She has to, you know,
check in
all the time. And it's like, okay, well, you know, how do you plan on being try to be in a relationship?
Baby?
He's 10 months old.
He's 10 months old. Ms. Jackson, your response said this is not your first baby, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It is your first baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, there you go. That's it. We lose our minds with the first one.
She also calls me a part-time dad because I have to go to work and, you know, take care of business. I mean, you can't provide for a baby without, you know, going to work. So she feels as like I'm a part-time dad, but also, you know, a part of me, honestly, I'm kind of scared to get really close with him because I don't know if this is really
He's not
my
attached
child.
to my son.
Really? At any time, has she done something suspect with this ex or anybody else where you think, she's cheating on me?
Well, I feel like when he inboxed you that and you did not respond, that's basically telling me that why wouldn't you respond? I mean, if it was me and somebody inboxed me and say, oh, I'm the, you know, father of your child, you know, I'm going to defend my, no, you're not. You know, she didn't say anything.
Because
this is a millennial issue, and I'm going to address it right now. People poke at you. They mess with you. They can do it because they can do it from their house. They don't have to even get dressed to get it done. And they start a little mess. And they make a little comment over here, and they got a little this over there, and then they draw you in. It's called trolling. It's what folk do who are unhappy, and they want you to be unhappy too. You do not engage trolls.
I just have a hard time trusting
Lately, here, Mr. Virgil is not Mr. Virgil.
Who is he?
He's some type of credible hawk or somebody, because the slamming of the stuff, the kicking cars, and screaming out
So
loudly.
now you're telling me he's all of us become a man with a bad temper?
Yes. Yes.
Do you have a bad temper, Mr. Virgil? Now, as I recall, Mr. Virgil, I asked you to stop flirting and focus on her because she had a big hole in her heart. Did you do that?
Yes, I did. I did do that until, I don't talk to any other women, but as far as, us like living together in a relationship, no, we're not there because I don't feel that she's ready. I don't think she's ready.
You don't think? Now, you're 21. You don't think she's ready?
No, I don't. I don't think she's ready.
Tell me why you don't think she's ready.
Because for one, I feel like she still hasn't, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't, she's not working. She's not doing anything to fill that space. She's
just existing day to day.
Right, and she is getting a lot better with the, checking my phone and stuff like that, and she does do, but I feel like she's doing it for me, but I want her to do it for herself.
You don't want her just not do it because you don't like it. You want her not to check your phone because she trusts you.
Right.
And you want her to become a woman in her own right that has her own passions and her own desires, and you think until that time, you don't want to commit in a relationship.
Correct.
Showing up grown man over there. Now, Ms. Jackson, I do believe my advice to you was to live a more passionate, full, engaged, and multi-layered life. Did you, in fact, pursue that?
Yes, ma'am. I actually went and did the nursing,
Yeah, we talked about that. You went to nursing school.
Yeah, and on the day that it was time to sign up for classes and actually, go, I gave birth to the baby, so I couldn't pursue right away.
Right.
But I am.
Did you go back? Because the baby's 10 months now.
Yeah, well, I didn't rush back, but I got it in the works.
Shouldn't it be a little more than in the works, 10 months down the road?
Yes, ma'am, but I did get a little, sidetracked because Mr. Virgil, he's still up to his old, and
Tell me what he's still doing.
He's still flirting with women, new women, different women on his little social media, tell them how beautiful they is and good morning, princess, and all this stuff, when I feel as though if I'm doing what you're asking me to do, and why do you feel like, you need to still conversate with these women if I'm here?
Yeah.
I'm here, but, after I had the baby, he did, I did find some stuff, and lately here, Mr. Virgil is not Mr. Virgil.
Who is he?
He's some type of, I don't know, credible hawk or somebody, because he's crazy. I never saw this
What kind of crazy is he?
Whew. The slamming of the stuff, the kicking cars, and screaming out
So
loudly.
now you're telling me he's all of us become a man with a bad temper?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Do you have a bad temper, Mr. Virgil?
No, I do not. I give her my opinion into what.
No. Tell is the right verb. You trying to clean it up. That's all right. Go ahead.
I just give her advice, as far as what, needs to happen, because, like I said, as of now, we're not in a relationship, and the goal is to get back in the relationship, but like I said, certain things need to happen before that happens. So, for instance...
So, what you're telling me is you want to be in a relationship, but you don't think she's ready, and that certain things need to happen before you do. First, you want to know who the baby's father is. Mm-hmm. And we're going to find out, because I know we had a DNA test done. And then you want to list for me all the things you think she needs to do in order for you to re-engage. Do you really think that baby's not yours?
I don't know. I have my doubts. I mean, she is 14 years older than me.
And
me. She could have been asking me for my money. I don't know. I don't know.
You got money?
I have business, man.
Should your partner have an active life separate from yours? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
So tell me what it is you need to see change in Miss Jackson before you can get back in a relationship with her.
Well, first and foremost, communication. I try to give, Ms. Jackson some advice, the better way to go, but she seems not to never listen. And then, when we do have a disagreement, she needs to realize that she can hear my side. She just goes straight into, no, it's my fault. It's not always my fault. I can't do things for her. For instance, one time I asked her did she take her medication, and she said to me, no, because you forgot to pick them up out of the drawer. I just didn't understand how that was my responsibility. Well,
let's ask her. Let's ask her, Miss Jackson. Did he remind you to take your pills, and your retort was you forgot to pick them up out of the drawer?
Honestly, he didn't ask me. He more so told me, did you take your medicine? It's like, if I have the baby and I asked you to pick him up out of the bottom drawer, I can't go to the bottom and have the baby at the same time. So I'm not saying 100% is his fault. It's, I should have,
Your medication is your responsibility.
Right.
I usually yell at dudes about this, but I'm yelling at you now. Your medication is your responsibility. And babies don't preclude you from action. You tuck them up. I mean, I can cook a meal, not a good one, but I can cook a meal.
You're right.
I can pick up a pill, pop it in my mouth, do all of that with a baby. It ain't like that.
If she doesn't want to clean the house, I leave for work, and I tell her, I say, listen, can you clean the house? Since you're visiting over, since you're trying to be back in this relationship.
But I'm not going to clean after his friends.
No, wait, hold up. You're not living together?
No.
So you want her to come over and clean up your house?
His issue is I didn't do the dishes after the roommates. I didn't sweep up and vacuum after the roommates. I didn't take the trash out. I'm not the roommate's company. I'm your company.
Oh, she got a point there.
So his space is clean.
Yeah, she's not
and whenever we live together,
but
the
if
house
you're in
is
the same room,
clean.
she take care of your space. She's not supposed to take care of Bob, Danny, and Tyrone.
Exactly.
The big issue, though, I think you can work through all those things. You say you are just not going to stay in the relationship or even attempt to continue this relationship if that baby is not yours.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Do you really think that baby's not yours?
Your Honor, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have my doubts. She is 14 years older than me.
And impregnated me.
I have, like I said, my grandmother always told me, the older the wiser. But, she could have been asking me for my money. I don't know. I don't know.
You got money?
I have business, man. Woo! I had my first business since I was 18. So, it's not many people who can say that.
Yeah.
So,
and
I'll just put it to you like that.
And I've been working 616, honey. Don't need your money.
Well, listen, I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to answer all the questions. So I'm going to let you know.
What would you do if your partner wasn't ready for a mature relationship? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
So I have the DNA results. So we're going to just look at them.
Yanni, can I ask you a question before you read the results? No, not like that. I just want to know that once he get the results, will he stop calling my baby Gomez and all these extra Spanish names and stuff? Because this is a Virgil. We're talking about a Virgil.
You called the baby Gomez?
I did.
I think there's nothing wrong with your name Gomez if that's your name.
No,
but that's not his name.
It was just a conversation we had, and I did say, I was like, he looked like a Gomez, or because he when the baby first came out, he did look like he was from.
You think he looked Hispanic?
Yeah, he did look like he was from Hispanic, but I don't just walk around every day calling. I know his last name, because he has the same last name as me. Gomez.
Now say the right thing when you see this. Only one right thing to say. Don't mess it up. Say the right thing.
I'm waiting.
Think it through.
I apologize to you, Ms. Jackson.
That's all I wanted.
That's all I wanted.
I'm sorry that I put you through this.
So can we fix it now?
Yes, we can.
Can we fix it? Hallelujah.
I think he looks just like you. I really do.
Yeah,
He a little lighter, but those
way.
eyes, I think he looks just like you. And I think he's probably going to look more and more like you as the days go on, but that's your baby.
His first word was Dada. I'm ready to...
Ready to be that?
I'm
You
ready
know
to
what,
be his
Mr.
dad.
Virgil? You are one of the most mature 21-year-olds I have ever met.
told you.
And I just wanted you to know that I really appreciate that sense of self that you have about yourself. You carry yourself well. You're dignified. You're thoughtful.
I try to be
And
judged.
I don't get that often in here. And I just wanted to applaud you for that. And I appreciate that. Some of the things he's telling you aren't too far off. About how you need to get yourself together, not just focus on what he's doing, but focus on your life and your growth. Because he doesn't want to hook up with a woman who's going to anchor him. He wants to hook up with women who can rise up with him.
Right.
And you got to show him that he can be that. You understand
You're
that?
right, you're right.
And I'm not going to tell you love and take care of that baby because I know you will, because I know who you are. Congratulations, and this matter is adjourned.
I'm very happy that, the baby came back that was mine. It took a lot of weight off my heart.
I already knew that.
But I still don't feel like, we ready to, propose. I'm ready to propose yet. I think we still got a little bit more work that we need to do.
And you have some work too.
I agree. That's why I said we.
Today on Divorce Court.
My wife, Kayla, is an immature, spoiled brat.
I made a lot of mistakes in the past, but I'm just here to fix it.
She doesn't want to take on responsibility, she doesn't want to pay bills, and she doesn't want to work full time.
She thinks that she's right all the time.
I'm starting to feel more like her parent rather than her partner.
Lachey needs to fix her attitude.
Kayla lies way too much. She even lied when she proposed to me.
Deep down inside, she's really petty.
Our lease is up in 3 months. If things don't change by then, I'm gonna go my way and she's gonna go back to her family.
I don't wanna lose her, and it's scary. It really is.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Lachey Wallace and Kayla Clyburn. The two of you have been together for 2 years, married for 1. Ms. Wallace, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here today? Because I understand that even from the beginning, at the proposal, there was problems.
Well, that'll be correct. After we reconnected, everything was good. We were hanging out every day. We spent a lot of time together. And, we talked about getting married. So she had said, I need to save for a ring or whatever. And I'm like, I don't really need a ring. It's just the fact of we're making a commitment. So I'm over her house one day and I see a ring near her room. So I'm like, whose ring is this? You wanted to propose, just do it. So she's like, I don't know whose ring it is, basically, but we could use it. So I'm like, cool, just do it, because I didn't think she was gonna do it anyway. But she proposed to me and I accepted it and we were good ever since. 5 months later, we got married and moved into the house or whatever. And there was a laptop that she bought from her house when she moved. So I'm on the laptop, I'm about to clear it out, just making sure there's no important files on there. I see pictures of her and her ex. So I'm going through the pictures, being nosy. I come up on a picture of the ring, but it's not my hand. So I'm looking at the laptop and I'm looking at my finger, looking at the laptop and looking at my finger like, this is the same ring.
Whose finger was it on? Was it on her finger or her ex's finger?
Basically, she knew that this was her ex's ring, but when I asked her, did you know who ring it was, she lied.
Ms. Clyburn, what'd you lie about that for? Not really a big deal, is it?
I lied because I wanted to marry her. I knew that when you get married or when you propose, you have a ring, and I didn't have enough money for a ring. So I thought of the idea of, I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong when I did it, or I knew it was wrong when I thought about doing it. But I wanted to marry her, and this is my way. I knew she was coming over. let me just put this ring right here. And I knew it was wrong, but it worked.
Right. And that's the problem. She set up the whole thing.
Right.
Like, I thought it was just a coincidence. Oh, it's a ring right here, but she plotted. And
I don't think that's a plot.
That is a plot.
No, I think that was a romantic plan, a gesture. She was trying to, she couldn't get a ring. She used somebody else's. Why does that bother you so?
It was her ex's ring.
I get that.
You not only did you lie about it, but you knew that was your ex ring, your ex's ring. Like,
was it nice?
I liked it a lot, but I had to throw it in the trash just because of the simple
You
fact.
had to throw it in.
Yes.
That's just foolish.
I got up and I threw it in the trash, and now it's in
You
some.
sell it.
No.
You sell it.
That hurts her even more. If she spent money on the ring and she gave it to me, now it's in the trash.
Yeah, that's paying the stupid tax. You know what I mean? Money is money is money. But anyway, Ms. Wallace, tell me about the dating app. To me, I would have broken out with that one, but go ahead.
So she's in the shower one day, and I just keep hearing notification after notification, and there's a different type of sound. Usually a text message is like a bing, but this is like another type of notification. Right. So I look over, and it's like this lesbian dating app, and I'm like, when did we start doing this? I thought we was trying to repair.
Was this before you got married or after?
This is after.
After.
This is like a couple months ago.
Ms. Clyburn, what were you doing on a dating app?
Well, since she skipped the part where we separated, Lachey basically told me she didn't want me physically, emotionally, none of that. So I was hurt by it. Yes, I did say I didn't want to be in this relationship anymore. But hearing her say that she's done with me, it broke my heart. And for me to get over somebody, I have to talk to somebody else. I know that's not the smart and mature way to go about it, but that's what I did. But I don't, Lachey also
did you skip the part that you had told her you were done with her, over, emotionally, physically, in every way possible?
I don't think I necessarily skipped that part. The thing is.
No. You and I aren't on the same page. Did you say that stuff to her? That you were done? That you were over? So when you tell somebody you're done, they can date other people. That's how it works.
We're married. So if we were just dating, that's fine. But we're married and we live together.
That's true, but and you got a good point there. You don't rush and do it. But if you say you're done, that's to me saying I want to divorce you.
It may, but.
Well, what did you want her to take away from that conversation?
I wanted her to take away, oh no, I'm about to lose this person. Let me do better, not let me go and get on a dating app.
That never works out that way. When you hurt somebody to their core, it doesn't make, I better do better. It just makes them want to hurt you.
Clearly.
Which is what she did. I'm just letting you know. I mean, it don't mean you were right.
Yeah, I know I was wrong.
It don't mean you're right. But my understanding is you have some dating apps on your phone as well. Is that accurate?
Of course. After I seen all the cheating activity she was doing, I was like, okay. And I purposely put an app on my phone so she could see it. I never leave my phone in the living room. So I downloaded a dating app.
When did relationships stop involving two people? It's like, this, so I'm going to go over here and do this over here because she hurt me over there. It's never a conversation or a discussion between the two of you. It's always you got to reach out and grab a third party and pull them in through dating apps or social media. That's why nothing work out. Because you're conducting your business on the World Wide Web, and it don't work. I understand there's a whole lot going wrong, money problems, family problems, so I'm going to move off of this issue and move on to the next. You don't think her family approves of your marriage. Is that accurate?
Those who do know are fine with it, but I feel like her family, they're pretty much, they think it's a phase for her.
Are you worried about some of your family members finding out? Because they're going to find out now, but, finding out that you're married? Ms. Wallace, you say you have concerns about Ms. Clyburn's maturity and her ability to contribute in a meaningful manner
to the household. What's the breakdown, percentage-wise? How much are you handling? How much is she handling?
That's nice.
So Kayla's portion, what does that say, Joe?
$345.
$345. And what's the next thing? I don't have my glasses on. I can't
Family
see anything.
support, $300.
Your family help support?
Yes.
They give you $300 a month?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Do they wonder when you're going to be on your own?
I'm sure that they feel that way. I have supportive family. If anybody in our family needs help, we're going to help each other. That's how my family is.
Let me ask you this. Why are you only working part-time? You know she's stressed about money. Why don't you just say, oh, okay, I'll kick it up a notch?
When I am at work, if she says something about the hours that I'm working, I will go to my manager and I will talk to her and say, hey, I need to pay rent. Can I have more hours? So it's not like I'm not trying. Lachey doesn't see that I'm trying, which I am, stepping up as a wife, which is something I need to work on, which is something I am working on.
See, I don't believe in working on that. Either you get more hours or you don't. You get a full-time job or you don't. There's nothing working on it. Okay. It's not like I work on losing weight, yes. I work on, finishing something, but you don't work on working on, you just get a full-time job. Yeah. You just, I'm working on it. You do it or you don't.
Yeah.
You don't think her family approves of your marriage. Is that accurate?
Those who do know are fine with it, but I feel like her family, they think it's a phase for her. So I feel like the marriage portion is the confirmation that it's not a phase, like this is forever.
Right.
And I don't think they like that.
Right. Now, that's not her fault though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't blame her for it. No. Does she fail to tell certain members of her family for fear that they will reject her?
It's not necessarily fear. It's just we both tell who we're comfortable with telling. It's not a thing of like being fearful. It's just a thing of, okay, I'll tell who I want to know.
Yeah. Are you worried about some of your family members finding out? Because they're going to find out now, but, finding out that you're married?
Yes, I am. Mainly because they don't understand this whole lesbian, gay thing. They don't get it. So whenever I try to explain it, it doesn't click. It's like, you're going to hell. Oh, this is not what God wants you to do. I don't have time to hear that. I know what I want. I've never been with a man ever. I know that this is what I want. This is not a phase for me. It's never been a phase. So to prevent hearing this, I don't say anything. Which I probably, should now.
Yeah, I'd go home and mention it if I were you. You say that Ms. Wallace isn't romantic. What do you mean by that?
Well, she can be romantic, but me, I'm the type that's like, oh, come here, baby, give me a hug, give me a kiss, give me hold me, touch me. And she's like, no, like, leave me alone. Like, I'm here, at least I'm here. Like, I just want to chill. I don't want to do all of that. With the whole sex, intimate thing, I love sex. I love having sex with her. When I have sex, it's great. But she's the type that's like, we're not having sex unless I want to have sex. So basically, I have to wait until she wants to have sex in order to have sex.
Okay.
So
now we're gonna be gentle. Tell me about the romance. Is she more demonstrative than you are? Are you uncomfortable with showing affection?
It's not that I'm uncomfortable. I do it when I feel like doing it, but...
Did you see the face she made when she said, I do? I mean, it was like you were picking up dog poop or something. It was like, I do it.
It's not even like that. Like, I work a full-time job. I'm into, like, bettering myself, so I'm always basically in school. I have, like, an online business. I'm doing a lot because I have to pay bills while she's thinking about sex and spending her money on wigs. So I have to, like, I have more stress than she does. She has the luxury of thinking about sex all day and her nails and hair.
But I still don't.
I got you. Let me help you with that one.
I would do anything to fix this marriage. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
If I could wave my magic gavel and put a thought into her head, what would it be?
How would you feel if your spouse kept your marriage a secret? Tell us what you think at facebook.com/divorce court. Divorce Court will be right back.
What do you want from Ms. Clyburn?
I wanted to take on more.
If I could just wave my gavel and bing, throw a thought in her head and she will pursue it when she leaves, what would that thought be?
I would like her to take on more responsibility, work a full-time job, and work on contributing more to the household.
So, bottom line, she wants you to get a full-time job.
Yeah.
All of that speaks to I need her to get, and you can do that. You
Right,
can go
I
home
know
and do
I
that
can.
right away.
I know.
Now, are you not going to do that?
No,
Because
I'm going to do it because, for one, I need some more money. Two, I'm trying to save this marriage. I would do anything to fix this marriage. So I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
So I'm going to ask you the same question. If I could wave my magic gavel and pow, put a thought into her head, what would it be?
Trust me.
Why do you feel like she doesn't trust you?
I know that I lied in the beginning. I feel like the whole ring incident just messed her mind up. And I get accused of lying a lot. I want that to change. Another thing, I want to be held. I want you to tell me that you love me. I want to feel loved. I don't want to have to.
Are you hanging on to that ring nonsense?
No.
Because that's some nonsense.
I feel like sex and affection is a prize. Like, how can you expect to have sex all day when I've been asking you to do the same stuff for months, same stuff every day? You ain't implementing nothing.
I did. You just don't see it.
That's how I feel.
Let me do this, Ms. Wallace. She needs to know you love her. Give me 30 seconds of your best professional love.
Okay.
Look at her, don't look at me.
All right. I love you because, like, you have a very positive and upbeat spirit. You're like a breath of fresh air. You motivate me and you believe in me, and that's a great thing. Like, you're like something I never had.
Oh, that was lovely.
That was really
That's one of the best I've ever heard. It really was. That was wonderful. And you were embarrassed. You didn't feel like doing it, but you bellied up to the bar and did a good job. Did you feel that?
Yes, I really did. I felt.
I'm glad that you felt that. I'm not going to ask you to do the same thing because I think you bubble up with it all the time.
I do.
I really do. I really
do.
think that you're very open with it. Am I right with that? She's always coming forth with it, and I know what's wrong and I know how to fix it.
What would you do if your spouse gave you an ex's ring? Share your opinion on Twitter and Instagram at Divorce Court. Divorce Court will be right back.
I love situations like this because I got two good people doing the right thing, loving one another, that are getting tripped up by the little stuff. And you can fix the little stuff. Now, what she needs from you is for you to be responsible, to wonder about what the bills are, to engage in affirmative efforts to make sure everything is all right. So you need to get a full-time job and you need to sit down and have discussions with her about money and tell her, look, babe, I'm gonna take this and this and this. You ain't got to worry about it because I got you like that. That's what you need to do.
Okay.
You said she was a breath of fresh air. Breathe her in. You are tight. You are just, when I'm this and I'm one of the best and easiest and biologically rooted ways to feel less stress is to hold another person. That skin-to-skin contact, it releases oxytocin. It actually makes you feel better. That's what you ought to do. And when you talk about affection, it doesn't take any time. 5 minutes throughout the day, a hug here, a kiss there. It may not be your go-to move. It may not be natural for you, because I don't think it is. But every once in a while, if you feed that, and if you respond to her maturing and stepping up, and she's only 21, she's 2 days past born. She's just a kid. I was a fool when I was 21. I was a fool that had money because I didn't waste it on nothing. But you understand, she's 2 days past born, so you got to give her a little room to grow up. Help her with it. Don't get mad that she doesn't do it. Help her with it. and be honest. Know that, you could be a little flighty, be a little more solid. Talk to her about where you're going, what you're doing, what's happening, so you can build that trust and comfort that she needs. And every time she does something in your direction, put something on it. Throw a hug in there. Throw a kiss in there. You know what I mean? Little bit every day. Extraordinary change, because you're good people. Just messing up the little stuff. All right?
Yes.
You heard me? This matter is adjourned.
Today I learned a lot from Judge Toler. I think I'm gonna go home and try to be a little more affectionate, a little more understanding, try to listen to her more, and I think it'll work out.
Lachey, I messed up a lot, and I want to do this right. I want you to wear this ring forever, and do not throw it away. Give me your left hand, baby. I love you, and I don't want you to take this off, okay?
All right, got it.